Man, Terrence Howard had to fight Diddy off for doing what? That's just nasty. And Young Thug, you violated probation already? Man, I told you, man, it's a trap. It's going down today. We finna talk about it all. Here, Tales from the Crib. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, hit that like button. While you at it, hit that notification bell, because little Boosie got in a car accident, so you know we praying for a Boosie boo. Man, it's crazy, but hey, man, it's for the Supreme 305 with my co-host
Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. Welcome to Tales from the Crib. We're gonna break it all down, all the drama, everything going down this week. What did Boosie do?
Man, he do what I be doing. You know, we driving texting and driving the red lights when the cops ain't around. You know, and he got hit.
Oh, we know you've been running red lights.
Hey, yo.
Comment down below if you know what that means. But welcome to episode 201 on Tales from the Crib. We're pulling off. He may be pulling in.
Hey, yo.
You gotta check your ring camera. He's a sneaky one.
Hey, man. Hey, listen here. I drink water and I believe in Jesus. You don't gotta wear Jimmy hat if you do those two combinations.
That's not what I was talking about, but again, self-snitching at an all-time high. But welcome to Tales from the Crib. You thought you needed DJ Vlad to snitch. All you need is an intro.
Oh Lord.
Your host is gonna sing like a bird.
I mean, that's not my fault, Coach. You brought the McDonald's, you brought the Philly cheesesteak in a Diet Dr. Pepsi.
Cool.
Hey, yo, horrible. But nah, man, thank y'all for watching, man. It's episode 201, Tales from the Crib, man. How your week going, co-host? What you do this past weekend?
I'm just going great. Lucas playing Dallas tomorrow, revenge game. I'm gonna be hyped to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
So sports, podcasting, clips, crib reactions, everything's going on. But it's time to start the show.
Okay. Let's start the show. What we got? What we got going on first?
We got Atlanta super artist Young Thug going back, or no, he's not. No, I'm just kidding. They basically were trying to put him back in jail. They're trying to revoke his probation, and it was all off of some tweets.
Man, it's just disrespectful, man. This B is evil, man. I'm talking about Fanny, man. Fanny evil ever since she got caught having messing around with her coworker, and she lost the Young Thug case and the Trump case. She just been having a hard on.
How does she still have her job?
I'm saying the same thing. I don't know. Reparations. Ain't no telling. I have no clue how she still has a job. I mean, I thought you mess with coworkers, you get fired. I thought that was in the handbook.
She didn't read that handbook.
I guess so.
She wrote her own handbook.
Exactly, man. But we got Fannie Willis right now talking about why she finna violate Young Thug, and then we finna tell you some more interesting details about this whole situation, man. It's crazy.
What our motion is concerned about is that we certainly believe that his post was to threaten law enforcement, which is all part of gang activity.
Jeffrey Williams' attorney Brian Steele told me by phone it is never appropriate to be engaged in any type of witness in.
Exactly, man. The biggest liar in the DA office, man. Marissa Verito, man. Now she works for the DA, man. If you didn't know this,
Doritos.
Vito. What I don't know how to say pronounce her last name. But if you didn't know who the lady was, man, this lady right here, she wasn't even on the Young Thug case. This lady right here is on the Little Baby case, the one we talked about last week. She's basically on the Little Baby case. She's the one basically trying to say that the Little Baby out here putting tickets on everybody's head because they got the Goodfellas allegedly right now arrested.
They're trying to get the Rico on Little Baby, right?
Yeah, they're trying to get the Rico on Little Baby because they said Little Baby did the whole music video in the Ops neighborhood, and then the two little kids got shot.
Yeah, as a bystanders. Yep.
Exactly. So basically that whole thing going on. And basically I didn't know that she was an undercover agent. And allegedly that's what's going on. So basically when Young Thug tweeted this out, she's the biggest liar in the DA. You already know how nowadays it is. Like you go online and as soon as somebody posts, like if a celebrity posts something, if the fans and everybody, they're going to start digging. They're going to find that person a birthday. They're going to find an elementary school they went to.
They're going to dox them.
They're going to basically dox them. So basically that's what they did. They basically uploaded photos of her house, showed her family, her grandparents, her parents, And people are sending death threats and sending threats to him, saying that
they're breaking the law now.
I mean, they're breaking the law, but the way the Young Thug's lawyer's talking, like, this ain't my client fault. Like, he didn't know that she was basically undercover. I mean, he was just retweeting something. Like, he just felt like she
was involved.
She's a liar, and he just retweeted it. And then on top of that, they're saying like, oh yeah, Young Thug's the one that tweeted the picture and found the picture and did all that stuff. And he was like, nah, Young Thug found the picture online and he just retweeted it. It ain't. I mean, it's not a crime to retweet.
Yeah.
So I mean. But
I mean, probation is so tricky. You saw like Meek Mill dealt with it for years. That he would, as soon as he think he'd be in the clear, they would violate him for just the smallest thing. And so, what, Young Thug's in it for 15 years?
Yeah, basically.
So he's in for the long haul of having to play nice. And I think they were just trying to be tic-tac with him.
Yep.
By going off of tweets. I mean, especially if it's a retweet. I mean, how you really gonna get him for that?
Exactly. I mean, like, you got people in Chicago out here going to jail for guns and then
using Dookie Glocks,
then getting rearrested, then getting caught again for guns again, and they still being like, they doing serious crimes. He out here retweeting.
Doug was doing serious crimes. What are you talking about?
He retweeted the girl's stuff.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about
the other stuff. Yeah, that was serious. But I mean, him just retweeting the girl saying she's a liar. He's just stating his opinion.
It's like John Morant. Once you got a track record, they try to get you.
I mean, yeah, basically, and like you said, like, he's on probation. He's on the 15-year probation, and you already know how it is. Like with Meek, like you said, with Meek Mill. Meek Mill popped a wheelie, and they basically treated him like he was basically the worst person in the world.
Yeah, and then like he would have to report every time that he left the city.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had to deal with that for what, like 7-8 years?
More than 7-8 years. He was on that for it felt like his probation was like for 15-20 years.
Well, because he kept on violating, so I guess they would extend it.
Yeah, they had extended it, and they would like violate for like little silly reasons. Or like, remember how I just showed, like I always told you, man, probation is a trap. Because I remember back when, like, I originally got arrested, and then I had a public defender.
We gotta do background checks.
It was hard, but I had a public defender, and like the public defender was like, oh yeah, they said they got this, they got that, they got this, they got that. But here the deal is, they said they give you probation. They give you, if you do good, they'll give you 2 years probation. If you do good 1 year, they're gonna take you off the other one. They're gonna like erase the other year. And I'm like, all right, cool. They said all you gotta do is just do probation and do the 1,000-hour community service. So I'm like, all right, cool. I did the 1,000-hour community service. I'm thinking they was reporting it. They never reported it. So then I remember one day I just went to go report, and then like they just violated me. And it was like, oh yeah, you never did any of your hours or anything like that. And when they violate you, they try to violate you towards the weekend. So like,
you stuck over the weekend. And then they violate you behind the walls.
Hey, yo, it ain't that. That's prison. This ain't prison codes. This ain't scared straight. That's not how this happens.
Oh, you weren't scared straight. You were scared crooked.
That's why you gotta stress. Crooked is disgusting. Nah, my bunkie was cool. He was a white dude. He sold cars, but he was crazy.
No, they turned your bunkie into the Winter Soldier.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Disgusting. But nah, I mean, the whole situation is a trap. Like, I mean, this is like something real small. Like, imagine like you tweet something, like you tweet something, and the next thing you know,
give me the time. I don't want no probation, or I'm fighting it. I think Young Thug should have stayed the course with the case. We talked about it in the past on I forget what episode. We do a million episodes, but like he was pretty much had it in the bag that he could have beat the case.
True, because the other ones
they didn't want to chance it, and he wanted to come home immediately. Mm-hmm. And if he fought it, he would have been in jail for like another 2 or 3 months, and he wanted to come home now, so he just took the plea deal. And I'm like, sometimes you gotta like endure to like get what you want. Maybe you gotta sit down for a little bit, but then you're free to go.
True.
You have no restrictions. Because it's like, would you rather sit down for 2 or 3 months and have no restrictions, or would you rather be out immediately and then have 15 years of restrictions in Overwatch?
That's really how they do it.
Especially with the life he's living, he should know that he doesn't want that.
Exactly. Like, he can't do like he can't be in Fulton County. He can't like.
He can only go to Atlanta, for like,
remember
like 2 or 3 times a year, and then like. But they say like for any little event, as long as he clears it with them, then they'll pretty much allow it.
Remember like they just showed him in California with the whole DDG thing. Remember DDG? You seen the clip where DDG was flipping burgers at the Nipsey Hussle restaurant?
Man, y'all gotta support DDG. First he faked buying a Ferrari, and now he's flipping burgers. And he did so bad he had to shave his head and he sold his locks on eBay.
He shaved his head for views.
Yep.
Disrespectful.
We're doing it to my co-host next week.
Nah, no, we ain't doing
this
that.
This video gets 15 likes.
Disrespectful. But nah, like I said, man, probation is a trap, man. Try to stay out of trouble, man. That's all I can really say. But I mean, if anything, I mean,
staying out of trouble is no fun.
I mean, some people could sit and like you said, sit that time because like you can get like they'll say like for 2 years, like instead of getting 2 years probation. Like instead of getting 2 years probation, if you sit for like 4 to 6 months, they're knock out the whole thing. Because there's a lot of people that like get arrested. Because you know when you go on probation, like you can get arrested for like anything. And the first thing you're gonna be like, you can't smoke, you can't drink, you can't do that for this long time. They're gonna drug test you, and we're gonna pop up at your house, and we're gonna do any interaction with the cops. Like I'd rather just sit down for 6 months. You know, don't worry about anything. But some people got families.
Some people ain't built like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess Young Thug was.
He was in it for like almost 2 years.
I guess they were taking him to church, if you know what I mean. And he didn't want to go to church no more.
He's a gangster.
He is a trustee.
He's a gangster. He wasn't doing any of that type of stuff. He ain't doing none of that 6ix9ine activity. But nah, man, y'all comment down below. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about the whole Young Thug situation. Do you feel like Fannie Mae has a hard on for Young Thug? That
what's his friend that snitched? Gunna.
So what? Gunna?
He folded.
Oh Lord, he didn't. I mean, but there was a lot of people
he's the one that did the Daniel Hernandez.
It was a lot of people that basically told like his
Woody,
own brother told.
Apparently, it's a quick way to celebrity. You just snitch on someone, and then you start doing interviews with DJ Vlad.
Like Woody.
And you're basically on. Next thing you know, you're doing 20 versus 1.
Getting paid.
Getting paid.
Nah, hey, man. Hey,
get it how them YouTube Rex.
Get it how you see Rollo.
Give us a super thanks on this
see
video
Rollo
so
out there with
our
him.
own YouTube Rex.
They got Rollo out there with him. I think Rollo, it was him, Rollo, and Charleston White was all chilling with each other. It was something like that. And they all been caught for like alleged snitching.
Makes sense.
Horrible. But nah, once again, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about the Young Thug situation. But moving on from this situation to
Jordan Diddy.
Oh, Lord.
Jordan Diddy. Terrence Howard claims that Diddy tried to Jordan Diddy him. And he tried to dunk that thing home, if you know what I'm saying, when they were hanging out. And, basically, tried to sleep with him. Under acting lessons, so he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna teach you. We're gonna do some real brokeback scenes."
That's disrespect.
So comment down below. Are you doing the dinner with Jay-Z, or are you rehearsing Brokeback Mountain with Diddy? Comment down below.
This is why I shouldn't let you leave. Disrespectful. But nah, man, we got a video right here, man.
Of Diddy taken?
No, we got a video right here of Terrence Howard telling the story about the time that Diddy tried to take his manhood.
The time that Diddy struck back.
He invited me for weeks asking me to come and teach him wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music.
You're gonna help him.
He's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman.
God.
Anyone ever look at you like a woman, cuz?
Man, this one person in Walmart.
When you were in the drunk tank?
No. I was in Walmart. I'm gonna tell you this before we get this. Man, this is horrible. I was in Walmart. I bought some items, and I was walking back to Golden Corral, cause that's where I parked my car at. Cause I went to Golden Corral, ate some food. I went to walk off the itis, so I walked to Walmart. It was right there. So then I was walking back to my car, and then this man that was in the car, he was like, "Hey," and I looked, I turned around,
hey, little shot,
and I'm trying to see what he want. I'm like, he trying to see, he probably want to know where to pack at. He trying to know where his eye at. He's like, he trying to see if I know where is that. A lot of tourists come to San Antonio and everything like that. So he was like, "Hey," it's like, "I like your face." And I was like, what?
He was like, I want to lick your face.
And he was like, I like your face. He kept saying, he's like, I don't know. He's like, I just like your face. And then he was like, I'm trying to look for something. Then he said, I'm trying to look for something. And then he pointed to the right.
And then he snuck behind you.
And then I was confused because why are you pointing to the right? And then you keep saying, you like my face. I feel awkward. And I'm standing out the car and he in the car. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just walk away. And I walked away.
You were on the corner. No wonder he was calling you.
What?
What do you expect? It's false advertising.
I wasn't on the
This
corner.
man on the corner tooted and booted.
I was walking in a
And then
parking.
when he gets called, he's like, "What's going on
I'm not
here?"
a lot lizard.
This is a gaslighting at an all-time high.
I'm not a lot lizard, Coles. This is not broke. I don't know what you think this is.
You are a lot lizard.
This is not. Oh God, what's it called? Right? What's the name of the street? Bissonnette. This is not Bissonnette Street in Houston. It ain't going down like that.
Not hanging out on Cherry Street?
Nah, hell nah, none of that. But nah, so basically, like Terrence Howard said on the podcast,
He said you can't lose your man card.
He said you can't lose your man card, man. Diddy Diddy really want
Once you
acting
lose it,
lessons?
you can't get it back.
I feel like Diddy was just shy. You ever had that moment, like when you was like around somebody at the moment, like you had to, like you was around a couple people, like you ain't talking off back. You know, you shy at first. You know, you saying to yourself, you just observing the situation. Maybe that's what Diddy was doing.
Observing the situation. No, he was observing something else. You know what he was staring at. I mean, even Terrence's assistant could see. He's giving you those eyes.
Those googly eyes.
Those. I don't know what type of eyes those are.
Nah, I don't.
Because everyone knows
What?
that Diddy
Why are you gay? Oh Lord.
hanging out with Dwight Howard.
Nah, no, I don't believe it.
are gay.
I don't believe that. I mean,
Why are you gay?
Diddy's a millionaire. I mean, like, think about it.
So he can't be gay?
he could. It's
There's probably a lot of gay
I mean,
millionaires.
he wouldn't be gay. He'd be bisexual because gay means you only go one way.
Oh yeah, I'm
Clearly,
sorry.
he has
He's
kids.
gender fluid.
I go with that.
Is your fluid
He
gender?
like what's the dude name? What's the dude of Dave Chappelle? And he's like this Wayne Brady. Because Wayne Brady's allegedly gender fluid. He says that. You didn't know that? He did an interview with Jason Lee and everything. He said that.
I can't believe it.
I mean, kids, it's Hollywood. Everybody's gender fluid in Hollywood.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke up?
Exactly. But nah, I mean, this whole situation is crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is not the only situation where Terrence Howard probably got attacked. But I mean, in the whole podcast, Terrence Howard was talking about if you was at the Diddy party, you knew exactly what was going on. A lot of people got their manhood took away, or like to the point where like it was like he even said like if you did a gay role, that means you had your manhood taken away also. So I feel like when
you had an audition,
nah,
you had to go on that casting couch.
I feel like when he said that, I think like he was talking about like Will Smith because Will Smith played a gay role in the movie. It was a couple other people that played a gay role in the movie, or like people that wore a dress. I feel like he was talking about those people also, like Tyler Perry them. So I mean, that was a whole crazy situation. But I mean, this whole Diddy situation is getting real crazy. I mean, if you did,
what's his name from Friday? I'm from Rush Hour.
What Chris Tucker?
Chris Tucker, yes. I was having a blank.
You think Chris Tucker got allegedly?
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Because think about it, in the Fifth Element sci-fi movie,
the Fifth Element movie?
he was like a he/she in that movie.
True that. So yeah, Terrence
that
Howard
was like weird because it was supposed to be in the future, where people are all crazy. And I guess in the future you're bi, but
it was crazy.
But it was like a dude and he dressed like a chick and then he was very flamboyant. But it was just like, man, Chris Tucker had no problem playing that role.
Oh Lord! Or
he played it to a T.
What's it called? Didn't Chris Rock play it in The Longest Yard?
Yeah, he was a cheerleader. He was the
girl cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's just too much of that.
And there's no girls.
What about the dude in the Brokeback Mountain? No, I'm sure not Brokeback Mountain. The Purple Fusion. What's the movie that you and Dodie be talking about all the time? That y'all be Pulp Fiction.
Oh, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, that scene y'all always talk about. Oh yeah, when the
man. With
the clown in the chest and everything, and like y'all always see exactly. So all the people that play those roles, he's talking about them.
Yeah, we went to a Comic-Con and like my co-host was like, you gotta be someone from a movie, and he's like, I knew who I'm gonna cosplay as.
Who?
And we had to get him the ball head strap.
Disrespectful. But if you didn't know, I mean, this isn't good. I mean, it's just like good. This isn't good, but at the same time, Diddy has been getting good news because if you didn't know, his court trial case is about to come up. It starts on May 5th, so that's basically around the corner. And also the judge has dropped multiple charges on Diddy already. and he also dropped a $30 million lawsuit and he dropped a $30 million lawsuit from that the little Rodney dude that we talked about. How he said Little Rodney said that Diddy basically didn't pay him the money that he was supposed to receive, and on top of that, he left him in the room with Cuban Gooding Jr. And
Oh no!
You know how Cuban Gooding,
he went
Cuba
full
gets,
radio.
He wants full, especially off that gin and juice.
Off the LSA.
Exactly. So he left him in the room with Cuban. Cuban went through that, did what he did and all that stuff. So he felt all violated. But the judge was like, the judge felt like this wasn't part of the whole RICO situation. So you can't really combine this with the RICO. This is like a whole separate thing. So I mean, and
it's separate.
So Little Rodney had his situation dropped. So I mean, it's looking kind of good, minus the fact that Cassie, for some strange reason, said that she's gonna take the stand on a trial, which doesn't make sense to me because you took the money. You can't take the money, then turn around and take the stand.
Yeah, I mean, I think if she took the money that they would have had like an NDA signed where she can't like turn around and then sue him again to get more money.
But you know how it's the feds and all that stuff. You know how to,
I don't know. We're not legal experts.
Yeah, comment down below. Comment down below if you're a legal expert. If you know anything about the law, comment down below.
You know, that's the funniest thing doing a show about current events. Mm-hmm. So we're just two regular people talking about current events with the information we have at the time, and then sometimes we'll be like, "How did you not know this about this about this?" And it's like that's not.
Oh, so about like the last when we did the K-Flock. We did the K-Flock topic, and then some dude was like, "You guys don't know about self-defense in New York." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Every time they say you can't New York doesn't have a self-defense law. They say it all the time. Like, what are you talking about? And then like he went to the feds, so that's a whole different situation. I don't understand how you was coming at us about that when everybody named Mama know that New York doesn't have a self-defense law.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, it is what it is. Don't argue with me. Argue with your mama. That's how I feel. But
I was just saying that I think it's funny that they're like, how did you not know that this part in the engine would be the thing that malfunctioned that took that plane down? And it's like, I'm not an aircraft mechanic.
Exactly. It's just it's hard. But I don't know.
We can't know every fact about everything. We're not that
if I was doing
that's like ChatGPT 20.
I'd be working for NASA.
NASA.
What did I say? Like,
like for NASA.
Nah, but
is that when Japan takes over? I'm working for NASA.
I'm gonna do the Hitler. Nah,
racism. Oh my god.
That's racist.
Nah, but man, y'all.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Yeah, they're gonna take our channel.
Horrible. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this situation. Do you feel like Terrence Howard
is a genius?
Is a genius by staying away from Diddy, or maybe Diddy was shy. I feel like Diddy was shy. You know, he one of those people that's quiet at first, and then after a while, you know, you got to open up to you.
I mean, I always like Terrence Howard as an actor. I feel like in movies or TV shows, he's been in a lot of stuff that I watched.
Yeah,
and I thought it was pretty neat when I found out he's super into science, and he did do some like college and higher level education, but he is self-taught on a lot of stuff. So, you know, he's kind of going with these crazy theories and crazy things. And, you know, Neil deGrasse Tyson kind of said some of that stuff doesn't really work like that. So I don't know. It's like, I don't know if I really believe if he's on that level of science or if he's just like a little kooky.
It could be a little bit.
Because some of the scientists say like, oh, he has a couple good ideas, but some of the other ideas are so out there that there's just like, there's no rhyme or reason to them. So I don't know. But I think it's cool that, you know, a lot of actors like, they don't really, you know, do too much exploring off of, you know, their acting because they're so busy, and that he's actually trying to go this far in science is pretty cool.
Exactly. But I mean,
and he knew to stay away from Diddy.
I mean, hey, that's the number one thing. So you smart in my book. But once again, man, shout out to Terrence Howard for being smart, for staying away from Diddy, because sometimes you got to tell Diddy no.
Facts. But speaking of telling him no, apparently Boston Richie didn't want to hear that as he faces assault charges after his pregnant girlfriend accused him of choking her 20 times in 2 hours and threatening to kill her. Basically, he had a 5-minute alarm going off, and every 5 minutes he would go and choke her for 30 seconds and then come back in another 5 minutes. I don't know if he was trying to set the world record or what. He's gone from, you know, hits to snitching to now less alleged.
To more hits.
Yeah, it's the wrong type of hits. The hits you're trying not to do.
Exactly.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what the culture, what the sponsors, what everyone thinks about the situation. Do they think it's real? Because rappers and athletes get involved in all kinds of situations with their women. I mean, we remember what happened with what's his face from the Marvel movies.
Jonathan
Majors. Yeah, Jonathan Majors. Yeah, Jonathan Majors got in trouble for getting into it with his girl.
Definitely did.
And all he did is like put her in the car, but they're like it was a little too forcibly. So he got in all kinds of trouble. And this is going to be way worse because this is way worse than just pushing someone in a car or picking them up and putting them in a car. Because off of the alleged pictures I've seen, if they're real, it looks like in a scary movie when like someone gets attacked when they're sleeping and they have all those like handprints on their body, but she had like 20 of them on her neck.
True.
I don't know if that's real or not, but I mean that is pretty incriminating.
It
and 20 times in 2 hours, and like we were talking about it a little bit before, and said like the homie said cut it out after 2 hours. So they wait for her like tongue and eyes to almost pop out of her head before they're like, that's enough.
I mean, hey, it's a whole scary situation, but we're going to go more into details. We're going to show you the video of basically Boston Richey and his 19-year-old, 2-month pregnant girlfriend leaving the club in Houston. This is just sick.
It's crazy. People get famous and get 19-year-old girls pregnant.
Disrespectful. And also, we got the police report at the end of the video. We're going to read that too at the end. And also give you Boston Richey's response to this whole situation.
The hell on? Oh. What the hell, Burton? That's Shorty?
Yes, it is Shorty.
That's a little young joint?
Yes. The Tatiana? Yes. Ooh. Don't get clipped. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell, Burton? What the hell, on? What the hell?
Oh.
No.
Yeah, don't record that.
Yeah.
Why do you think just because they dealt with a nigga after you, they took him from you? No, baby, he beat up. I left him.
Top 3 worst things to be in the world.
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
Exactly. And he go to the police report. So basically I'm gonna let you know everything will happen. So basically they were like I said, they were in Houston, they were leaving a party. Boston Richey basically was mad at her. They didn't go into detail of basically what he was mad about. All they did say was that they both came in 2 different vehicles. He took her phone, he drove off and went to the next spot. She followed him, pulled up. When she pulled up, she tried to get out the car and basically asked for her phone back. That's when he ran out of his car, got out of his car, pushed her into her car again, and she fell into the back seat, the back row. And then that's when for 2 hours
it was WrestleMania.
It was basically WrestleMania. He was putting combos to her. She said allegedly that he was putting his kneecap to her throat. It was just disgusting.
What the hell, y'all?
Exactly. She said it was to the point where she was dizzy, she was vomiting, she stopped breathing for a couple seconds. She passed out, she was nauseous, and the only reason why it was stopped was because one of the alleged friends that were there, they finally came and broke it up after 2 hours, which is just disgusting. I just feel like if you were there and you sat there and watched it, even if it was for 2 seconds, you should be held responsible for that. You're part of the problem. You should have stopped that, because this is the thing that we going. It's all these women getting attacked by men. I don't care if the man's smaller than her or whatever. Like, man should be people should keep their hands to themselves, and that's just disgusting. Like, you seen your homeboy doing that. I don't care if you're the breadwinner or you feel like you finna lose any opportunity. You should have just stopped that, because I mean that's just nasty and disgusting. I mean, like, and on top of that, she's 2 months pregnant, and he knew that she was 2 months pregnant. So imagine if she would have died. If something would happen and the baby would have died.
He must be hanging out with Anthony Edwards. You don't want the baby mama drama.
No, I mean, he wanted the baby mama drama. He loved the baby mama drama. Remember I showed you the lip service
the interview. He's like, I live for this.
Yeah, he has a whole. If you check on lip service,
toxic.
I don't like to promote him, but I mean, I did like him a lot because he's from Florida. But I mean, he act too much like a YN, and he 26, 27 years old. He shouldn't be acting like that no more. But like, if you check out his lip service interview, he's out there talking about how he he loves that toxic stuff. How like they basically shared what's called the locations on, and if he turns the location off, then like she comes and like keys up his car, and sometimes he likes to give his phone like he knows the locations on, so he'll go to his home. He'll be like he'll tell his girlfriend, hey, I have to go to my homeboy house. He'll go to his homeboy house, give his homeboy his phone that has the location on it, so she'll think that he's at the homeboy house, and then like he'll skirt off and disappear. But I guess like sometimes she'll catch.
Sounds like somebody I used to know.
Hey man, I've never in my life had a girl tell me to have my location turned on. I refuse to do that. I'm not doing that. I don't do that. And on top of that, I don't send like like when a girl actually
send me your pin.
No, not send me a pin. Like girl actually like, oh, what you doing? And like some people like send a picture of what they doing.
Oh yeah.
I don't do that.
No.
Because I learned that if you do it one time, the next time you don't do it, they're gonna be like, well, you did it last time, why you don't do it now? Then you just
what you hiding?
Exactly, you guilty already. So I just don't do it regardless. I'm not doing that. Like I'm gonna tell you who I am. You either believe it, you don't believe it. If you don't believe it, then break up with me. If you don't want to break up with me, then oh well, move on.
Man is also a member of the toxic community.
I'm not. It's the truth. Like I'm not gonna do all that take for like, oh, you did it before, you ain't doing it now type of stuff. Like nah, we ain't doing that. I'm telling you where I am. You either believe it or you don't believe it. But one thing I'm not doing is what Boston Richie is doing. Like he out here putting hands on his female, and he's known for doing this, and like he loves this toxic stuff. Like you can't be doing this. And like I said, she got a baby.
Wasn't she like hanging out with little TJ and stuff?
Yeah, she is, and she talks. I mean, she's not innocent too. Like she be doing things also. Like she be making them mad on purpose. She did this whole police report. She be posting stuff online. So she ain't posting stuff online. Somebody else
be
posted
antagonizing them.
Yeah, she be antagonizing them and everything.
But she's like hella young.
But she's 19. So what you expect a 19-year-old girl to do? She's still growing. She's still evolving. 3 worst things you can be: a child. She called him a child M. A child M, a snitch, and an abuser. Like how are you all 3? But at the same time, it's his ex-girlfriend and she still be messing with her. So if you check online right now, the ex-girlfriend and the current girlfriend, they be going back and forth, basically having a DV Olympics. Like, oh yeah, he beat me this bad, but he bought me this watch. My watch costs more than your house. And she like, no, but I got this car, and only reason you got that car from your old nigga. And she like, oh no, Boston, you bought me this car. It's just crazy. Like this whole situation is just disturbing. Like I don't understand it at all. I just want to be out of the group chat. Like I just want to go to church, live a positive lifestyle. That's what I'm out here preaching, but it looks like everybody else ain't on the same thing that I'm on. But anything else, I've been trying to duck and dodge the situation. But after this police report, and after finding out what he did and seeing the marks on her throat of what he did, like Boston Richie needs to be canceled. You snitching on the dudes, you choking on the girls, and you tricking. You out here promoting like you paying.
No one can be canceled these days because then it's like they get canceled and then they get fans because they were canceled. Because people like being fans of canceled people.
Exactly. And on top of that, like his response back didn't even make any sense. Like Boston Richie finally responded back to this whole situation, and what he had to say was, I don't put my business on the internet no more. But if you know me, you know, and you know how I'm coming. With all that ish, I let a MF think what they gonna think and run with they BS ass narrative. Real P never going lame. My album on the way. Public housing #3. The real ones know. Yeah, the real ones know you a snitch and you beat on women. That's just disrespectful. I don't care what song you get. If you do any song with Boston Richie, you in the same boat as him. That's how I feel. Just facts. It's just horrible. I don't care. You can say I'm capping. I'm glazing for the women. Like nah, man. Like it's certain things I'm cool with you calling her a B and all that stuff because she act out of line, but you putting the Dragon Ball Z combo on her, hitting her with the Kamehameha wave, that ain't cool, my G. That ain't cool.
Yeah, real Boston needs to be stopped.
Exactly.
But I think his time is done. I don't think he'll have another hit.
You don't think so?
He's going outside.
Exactly. But hey, man, R.I.P. Young Scooter, man. Moving on to the next topic here.
So Rubi Rose accidentally leaked that little baby was weak in the sheets. She was on Aiden Ross's show and accidentally leaked this when they were talking. She told him to mute the mic, which she did, but she didn't really cover her mouth fully like she intended. So it looked like, the mouth readers of the internet says, it looks like that she said "Lil Baby."
Ooh.
So Lil Baby is weak in the hey hey. And so comment down below. Do you think that she's telling the truth, or is she lying? And then we also got in the background of this video, we got my co-host's former women crush, Wayda Gorlock. So comment down below if you are also a huge fan like my co-host at Gorlock. You got anything to say, co-host, about seeing your shot?
Let's watch the horrible. Let's watch the video. Let me show you how weird this girl Rubi Rose is, and then we gonna come back and let you know some more disrespectful things she out here doing.
Have you ever had a fling? Have you ever had a fling with somebody that you shouldn't have had a fling with?
Yes. No.
Really?
I want to say who, but I can't.
Say it. Don't nobody get no
fuck no.
I can't mute it. I can't mute it. You won't tell me?
Okay, mute it. But are you really?
Okay.
Okay, so I guess here's the honesty moment.
Oh shit.
You know this.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, me and Drew were really in a relationship, and I said it was PR because he pissed me the fuck off and hurt my feelings. So yeah, but that was really lame of me and embarrassing that I shouldn't have said that. But I was like, I had to stand on it. But it's in the past now, and we're friends and we're cool still. And we've known each other for like 10 years, like since high school type shit. So it's like we're always gonna be friends. So I just want to clear it up because he was really bothered by that.
Just disrespectful. I mean, that's just crazy. I used to like her a lot. Like when she first came out,
you be showing her pictures the other day.
Nah, I mean that's just for retweets and views. But I remember when she first came out on like Bad and Bougie. I thought she was cool. But then
you gotta live off Bad and Bougie.
And then on top of that, after that, I felt sorry for her with the whole little TJ situation where like little TJ like disrespected her online. But then like she started doing a whole bunch of weird stuff, like saying like, "Oh, I was messing with Playboy Cardi and them, but I was underage and they knew it." And now you are here exposing Little Baby, saying, "Oh, you messed with Little Baby and he was weak in the bed." And I mean, I wouldn't really care that you mess with Little Baby and he weak in the sheets, because he get money. When you get money, it don't matter. I got millions of dollars and I still clap them cheeks. It's still a win is a win.
I don't care how much money I'm making. I'm keeping my stroke game strong.
Nah, it don't matter about that. They coming back regardless. If you got $1 million, they coming back.
I guess. I mean, yeah, you could be late. I guess.
Come think about it. You lane.
But that's not even good for yourself.
It's not how
you gotta put it. I look at it as like a workout. Get it in an ab workout today.
I mean, hey, your workout take 30 minutes. His workout take 2 minutes. It's still a workout, right? Just because you go to the gym and I do my 5-minute workout online that they promote to get my 5-minute, what's it called, 5-minute abs?
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't it still count?
Yeah. I remember when we got you the shake weight.
Horrible.
Hopefully that's the thumbnail.
Disrespectful. Nah, but back to what we were saying.
You're fighting two dragons? Two dragons on the side.
You're nasty. But
I like the part where she was talking about Drewski, and that she actually did admit that it was a real relationship instead of dogging him out and saying that it was just a publicity stunt that like he paid to do it or something. Because a lot of people thought that, and then when she said that, they're like, we knew it. But no, she actually did date him.
I mean, it's too late now. He's already embarrassed. You can't take it back.
But he's friends with her.
I mean,
do you think that's sweet?
I mean,
like she dogged him out like that publicly. I mean, I guess he was like, "Oh, the next big interview you do, you got to say it publicly, or we're not gonna be cool no more."
Nah,
I wonder or she just did that too, get on his good side.
Nah, I feel like she said what she said. And then the simple fact that they both doing prize picks and they both have to work together, because he does the prize picks ads and she does the prize pick ads, and she chills with Jake Paul and them, so they gonna run into each other in the same group. So she's gonna keep it cool. It's gonna be awkward. So she has to make it right. Like she said she was wrong. She took accountability. She said she was wrong. I give you that.
First time ever.
First time ever. She said she was wrong, so she had to make it. But she just had to stand on what she had to stand on. But
she also said that that she's friends with him, and I wanted to ask you a question. What do you think of people being friends with their exes? Like, do you think it's weird if you're like, oh, like oh, do you keep up with your exes? It's like, no, like my past 4 exes, like once it's done, it's done. I never talk to them again. I don't keep up with them. I don't know what's going on with their life. And they're like, oh, I'm friends with all my exes. Like they, we still check in with each other from time to time. Do you think it's weird one way or the other?
I feel like it's a red flag if you're not friend. I mean, I feel like
or maybe is it a red flag, or are you being too friendly?
I feel like it's
too unforgiving.
I feel like it's kind of a red. I'm suspicious. If you're not friends with any of your exes, I'm kind of suspicious because so it ended that bad that none of y'all on good terms. Y'all not cool at all. Because I mean, like if the relationship ended amicably, you at least have them friends on Instagram. You at least be like, oh yeah, cool. Hey, what's up? Like you at least cool, cordial.
Yeah.
Like you're not cool or cordial with none of your exes. Like it's F all of them, death to all of them. If you see them in the streets, it's F like what's going on?
You're shooting the bird.
Exactly. Like it's that bad. God. Like then that means that it must be something wrong with you because it couldn't all be them. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like but with me, like I'm cool. Like I don't.
But it's like I don't know. You don't feel it's weird that like if they're friends with every one of their exes, it's like why are you like still holding on to people that
they looking. I mean, as long as you ain't talk. I mean, honestly, I want you to jump. You try me, you gonna get dumped. I'm gonna dump you.
Yeah.
So I really don't. You can't stop them regardless. People gonna lie. They gonna tell the truth. But it all comes. It's
gonna end up. My coach doesn't mind being on the roster.
Rasta. But nah, exactly. Like just like Rubi Rose. Rubi Rose don't mind being on the roster. She don't care. She backstabbing friends, cause she was friends with Jayda Wayda. I here taking pictures with Jayda Wayda and everything, and still ended up with little baby alleged pee in her mouth, and now she getting blocked.
We're not on Patreon, co-host.
I said pee.
Pee Le Pew.
Exactly. So that's what she doing. She out here been doing thoughty activities. I try to give her the benefit of the doubt. I didn't want to call her a 304. She made the OnlyFans, even though she ain't really showing anything on the OnlyFans. Like you doing 304 activities, so you a 304. And you disrespected my dog Drewski. He's a nice person.
You think never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
Exactly.
I thought I was gonna say
But wait. Do you feel like if your girlfriend is cool with any of her exes? Is that a problem?
Well,
or it depends on how cool.
It depends on like how cool. Like if y'all are just like friends on Instagram, maybe comment on each other's stuff once in a while, or you're all like in the same group of friends.
Hell no, ain't no commenting. What's commenting for? Girls don't comment. What girls you don't comment?
That's true.
If you commenting, you like them. Only time girls comment is on other girls' stuff.
Exactly.
Unless it's a food thing, and if it's a food,
that's why I really don't like it at all.
Exactly. Your girl shouldn't be commenting on no dude stuff. You can like it, hit the like button.
Or girls that have like 80 dude friends and like 3 chick friends, and they're like, girls are messy.
I know a lot of girls like that.
Nah, you be on Thought Chronicles.
I didn't apply. She be smashing. Or those be the ones that be like, oh, that's just my brother. That's my brother. That's my friend.
Oh, I've known him since high school. It's not even like that.
That's my best. Yeah, exactly. It's always
but the whole lacrosse team knows you.
Hey, that's the lacrosse team.
They went to state that year.
Disrespectful. But nah, that's just nasty. But yeah, I mean, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole Rubi Rose situation. Do you feel like she's just weird? Like, I understand you took accountability, but you basically.
I mean, she got her whole career by being a Tatiana. She has, super friends. You know what I'm saying? Or she makes her monthly payments. She's like in that bad baby range, making money off of that, and like her whole career is off of that. Like. And and she had alleged relations with rappers when she was like, not even that old.
And she talks about it all the time.
Yeah, and it's it's crazy. Didn't she write a book?
No, she. That's Karen Steffen.
Who?
That's Karen Superhead.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Steph Curry's wife.
Oh Lord, that's Aisha Curry.
Aisha Curry had a thought book.
Nah. Aisha Curry just jealous of Steph Curry.
She was taking off her wedding ring. I saw that. When she saw the Old Spice guy.
Exactly.
She was ready.
You gotta watch out for them. Disrespectful. But also speaking about disrespectful, this next topic right here, my coach is tired of them.
The bum of the week. Blueface ordered to pay Soulja Boy's girlfriend over $123K in defamation lawsuit. And Chrisean Rock also announced his new boyfriend. Fans think it's NCAA star Titan Newton. I didn't see that. I don't know. She's dating college kids. She's pulling Ruby Rose.
I mean, he's a redshirted freshman. I mean, he's a redshirted sophomore from Morgan State. So I mean, he doing something. He doing something. But yeah. So we're gonna talk about Blueface, man. Blueface ordered to pay Soulja Boy girlfriend. Now this right here, I just don't understand the whole situation here. It looks like Soulja Boy's baby mother. It just sued Blueface. She wanted $10 million. The judge ended up settling it for $123K.
Still over 100 bands, man. That's pretty nice.
I mean, it is pretty nice.
It'll set you up at least for a little bit.
Yeah, it is definitely gonna set up for a little bit. I just don't like the way how it happened because everybody knows who Soulja Boy is. Like Soulja Boy out here spazzing on everybody. He talking crazy, saying
You're not even calling him by his right name, sir. Gotta address him correctly.
Big Draco.
Big Draco.
My bad.
Better watch out, Big Draco or King Soulja.
Oh Lord, King Soulja. My bad, King Soulja.
Before he comes and gets you.
Big Soulja out here, Draco out here, basically going crazy on everybody, spazzing out. You seen what he did to Bad Baby, called her all types of names and everything like that. He's always going crazy. So
you saw what he did in Nintendo with the Soulja Station.
Exactly.
No, I'm kidding. That's Soulja Boy.
Exactly. So him and Blueface and Soulja was going back and forth on Twitter, which is now known as X. And then that's when Blueface
schoolyard.
The day before Soulja Boy's baby shower, Blueface tweeted and said, he said, "Tell Soulja to get a DNA test. That child's mine's little bro.
Wow.
I'm the daddy." So so basically by saying that and also doing my research, I found out that the ex-girlfriend also sent him a cease and desist. Not ex-girlfriend, Soulja Boy baby mama sent Blueface a cease and desist.
Stop talking about her.
And he just kept doing it. He kept tweeting. But I mean, he wasn't doing it's not like Soulja Boy wasn't tweeting back, but Soulja Boy was tweeting back. He responded back.
So her name was getting chopped because it was a rap beef. And they were just using the diss. Because allegedly what happened, Blueface had smashed her a few years back.
Yeah, ended up finding that out.
But he was lying in the
timeline,
saying that it was recent to try to put doubt that it might be his child, just to super troll.
Yeah, so but yeah, basically because the baby shower was around 2022 to 2023, and what she said was her and Blueface did mess around, but that was in 2000. Her and Blueface did mess around, but that was in 2000.
He's been walking through that Calabasas.
That was in 2018, and on top of that, they was like, "Oh yeah, he used protection, so it's impossible for me to be pregnant." So I mean, she ended up winning the case. The judge ended up.
She popped that balloon.
But I feel like they didn't say if Blueface was in the court hearing or anything like that. I feel like Blueface wasn't there because he is in jail serving his jail time.
Yeah, he can't be there.
He could, but I mean, it's a civil suit, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it was a basic charge, it probably would have been there.
Yeah, if it was a real charge, but yeah, civil suit, they're not probably moving him to go to court for that.
So that's what I feel like. I mean, he probably may not pay. He may start paying like little things, and then as soon as he gets out of jail, that's when he's gonna go back to court.
I mean, he probably won't be able to do anything while he's in jail because it's like I can't authorize to release the accounts. I'm in jail.
I mean, yeah.
So I can't pay anything while I'm in here.
Yeah, he could go with that.
And then when he gets out, he's probably going to
countersue.
I don't know if he'll countersue or ask for a retrial because he wasn't available. Like,
True.
How do you have this ruling and I wasn't even there?
I mean, I can definitely see that happening. How they have this ruling, I wasn't even there, and then like he'll go on the court stand and say like I was going against Soulja Boy and everything like that. So, and you see everything he was saying back to me, like he said "F my mom." He said he did all this stuff. He said, I think Soulja Boy even said he messed with Chrisean. So I mean, maybe later on you may see Chrisean Rock having to go to court about this whole little Soulja Boy civil suit situation.
Well, it's really crazy because in California they have all that revenge stuff that you could get sued for. I mean, even Rob Kardashian got mixed up with that for exposing some of Blac Chyna's photos and other stuff. So I didn't know you could still get in that level of trouble just for saying it. But I know over there in California, if you're like distributing pictures unauthorized, like you can get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that is crazy because if you think about it, like imagine when you was a kid growing up, all the mama jokes you used to say, like, would you and your homeboys, like, oh, that's why I had your mama at my house last night. And remember, like, one of the people that you allegedly know.
Oh,
he ended up doing something. Imagine if he was like he used to say, "Oh yeah, you better shut up before I do something to your mom." And then she's taking the silver court. Then you end up finding out that the mom says like, "Oh yeah, that's what happening."
It happens.
That's not how it's supposed to happen.
I've seen moms get taken down.
like an American Pie.
Yeah, basically.
See, it's nasty. But that's
when your friend has a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
And she's especially if it was a young mom, because like sometimes like your parents are like 30, 40 years older than you, and then you have those people that are real young, they're only like 15 years older than their kid.
Yeah.
And then the mom is
like 20,
is like
30, just hit 30,
looking at a 18, 19-year-old kid.
But yeah, basically her son like
being wrong.
Like basically she's like 30, 31 years old, and her kid's like 15, 16 years old because she had the kid at 15.
Yeah.
And then like the kids around her is like 15 and 16 years old and all that stuff.
That's wild though. That's wild. That's wild.
16-year-old kid on the football team.
Traumatize your kid. Because it's like nothing you can say. If like a kid at your high school smashed your mom,
like Stacy's mom's got it going on.
You got to move schools.
Facts.
Or just say like, I don't know what you say.
Can't say nothing, but you can't talk about Chrisean. I mean, you can always go to church and repent like Chrisean did. You remember?
Oh, we know. Weren't you a big churchgoer?
Exactly. I mean, I still am.
No, you like to repent a lot.
All right, well now, but if you didn't know, man. So you didn't know, like my co-host was talking about earlier, man. Chrisean announced his new boyfriend. So this new boyfriend, they're alleging that it's a dude from Morgan, but we're not really talking about that. We talk about Chrisean, man. She in church. She just dropped a new song. She just dropped a new song.
Tell me in this clip, do you have the song playing?
When she's done talking, you may have to mute it. Let's just say that.
Oh my god, this guy. He loves this song so good. What is it called again?
Yahweh.
That's
exactly. The song just dropped March 27th. It's a gospel song. And she did a live performance at church. Y'all can definitely look that up. But we finna play the video.
I'm treading lightly. I ain't flashing, talking to who I'm seeing. I mean, that's yet to come. If I let y'all have it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But mark my words, he's going to try to do some evil stuff. He's been trying to do evil stuff since I broke up with him.
Same place. Coach is trying to get his band.
Yahweh. But yeah, there you have it. Yahweh. Chrisean Rock's new gospel song,
Yahweh.
Man. Anybody can, like she said, anybody can change, anybody can do it. Right now, if you didn't know, Chrisean's out here doing a lot of basically a promo run. She's on Deshaun Frost thing. She's on Deshaun Frost live stream. They're going to the farm. They're getting tattoos.
I thought she was going to show up at the Final Four.
I thought she was too. The whole Tyler thing. No,
I thought she was going to confront Charles.
Oh,
Charles Barkley? This is your baby.
Nah.
Take your baby, Mr. Potato Head.
The dude that built Casanat, the tall, dark-skinned Tyler, I forgot his name is.
Who?
That tall, dark-skinned dude that be with Casanat on the streaming thing. I forgot him. She did a stream with him, and also she's on lip service right now. If you just look her, type her name in, she just did a lip service
pizza
episode.
again?
Nah, she wasn't.
That was crazy. That one episode when she was eating pizza back in the day.
What? Two fell out?
I don't know. No, I think it was just the way she was eating it. I don't remember. I'm sure Tooth probably fell out in a different live stream.
Nah.
No, was it with Kai? And then she was like burping.
She was with Kai?
Yeah. She was like eating pizza with Kai. Okay.
The dude that built with the whole Kai videos?
Yeah.
She did a live stream with him too.
Oh yeah.
She did a whole
Where did he come from?
From New York. He just is like, Kai. Oh yeah, he's in a new house with Kai put him in the new house with that Rocky, whatever the name is, Kai dude, and the Ray, the Asian dude, and all that stuff. I forgot his name, but yeah, he just came from, he's a dude that Kai was just trying to bring up. But basically,
No, I just didn't know if it was like a friend or before, or if he was like an influencer that was like a small one, and then he started hanging out with him and made him blow up.
It was basically it wasn't like that. It was like a friend, and then she just made him stream, I guess, and then he just started helping him, promoting him.
Yeah, that's like when I made my co-host get on the mic. I was like, we need to start a show.
I guess so. But nah, man, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about the situation. Did you listen to Chrisean Rock new song, Disrespectful. But hey, man, shout out to the couch announcements, man. We on the couch. Disrespectful. How you disrespect Chrisean Rock like that?
Nobody cares.
Horrible.
No. Shout out Chrisean Rock. She was getting us a lot of views on TFTC clips. Remember, if you don't have time to watch the whole show on Tales from the Crib, check out TFTC clips. We break down the show for you every week. But to get full 1080p and the early episode, you gotta subscribe and check out the videos here on Tales from the Crib. TFTC clips get clipped out after the episode, so Tales from the Crib is always first. Make sure you check out TFTC Gaming. I don't know, we might have not dropped a gaming video in a month, but my co-host got a new Xbox. We got a whole bunch of games, classic Call of Duties.
How many gigs does it have again?
1 tech.
Ooh, that's a lot of games. My course is going crazy.
No, but the way games are to now it's like some games are like 20, and then you have some games that are 110 gigs. It's wild. You know, like the Call of Duties and the 2Ks are all over 100.
Now that I have the new system, I need to play. Hey, did you ever finish Dragon Ball Z?
Kakarot?
Yeah.
No.
So I can play Dragon Ball Z Kakarot now, right? Since I have the new system, the newer system, not the newest one next gen, but I have that one.
Yeah, but you could have played it on the other one. Not the new Dragon Ball Fighters, but with Kakarot.
What about the Star Wars? Did you beat the Star Wars?
Which one?
The newest. I forgot what Star Wars.
No, I got Fallen Order, the second one, and I still never played it. I beat the first one. Hey, and I still got to record another episode of Warhammer. I only recorded one episode of Warhammer and never dropped it. A lot of stuff coming on TFTC Gaming. That's why you got to tune in, and maybe one day we'll get around to it.
Exactly. And comment down below and beg my co-host to start making my thumbnails for my gaming channel.
We'll see. But check out Crib Reactions. We got 13.1k subs. Get us to 15k. That's 32 our next
views.
goal.
Let's go.
They hating on the Central C.
Nah, they
video.
not hating on it. They giving it that love. My co-host is hating on the Central C. He tried to sabotage the Central C with the audio photo.
No, but they are loving Hannah
Now
Banana.
They loving it.
6k views in 5 days. Y'all gotta give No Duck Soon some views. Great new artist. Jack Harlow got a little bit of views. Maybe.
Ooh, that's pretty good. 152.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, because if you don't know, if you're not a creator, YouTube changed their algorithm lately, like within the past 2 months, and it's made things weird. Usually it's like some videos you would drop and get hella views right away, but now it's like sometimes they get no views early on and then they explode with views. YouTube's being super weird. So check us out here. Check us out on Patreon for exclusive content if you really want to support us, and drop us super thanks down below if you want to basically give us a tip that goes directly to supporting this channel and helps us bring more of this content to you. Anything else with the halftime show, Coast?
Man, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for watching the Clip Channel, man. Clip Channel was out here booming. We ain't no
Clip
longer
Channel's doing good. It's like the new DJ Vlad.
Exactly. It really is. We're getting a lot of views. We're getting a lot of clips. It's getting over 1,000 views.
DJ Hussy.
Hard. But man, thank y'all for watching. Keep watching, man. Keep watching. But man, it's time to start this second half of the show.
Speaking of podcasting, my coast's favorite all-time podcast, No Jumper, is going down. Adam22 reveals that his mega platform, No Jumper, is broke, and that he basically has to announce the layoffs soon. Who would have thunk it that No Jumper going from stardom to basically exposing all these rappers, getting all these rappers to self-snitch, bringing on all these new TV personalities, them getting famous. He even had an original crew that broke off and even had some kind of successful channels on their own. But, you know, what's going on with No Jumper? We got this video clip right here. We're going to play it, and then we'll be right back to talk about that with you.
So there's something that I've been hiding from you guys. No Jumper is going broke. I know that might sound crazy. Between both of our YouTube channels last month, we got over 25 million views. We're doing well on Facebook and Snapchat. We employ quite a few of the hottest content creators on the West Coast, and we pump out an insane amount of content on a weekly basis. How could we be going broke? Well, let's start here. We expanded too much during COVID at just about the exact moment that our revenue streams all took a hit. We hired a whole bunch of editors and other employees, and we bought a huge office building that cost us almost $4 million, thinking that the growth that we were experiencing during the pandemic was going to continue. And unfortunately, that did not happen. Our YouTube numbers, which had doubled or even tripled, gradually returned to normal. Our Snapchat and Facebook numbers, which had exploded during COVID, sometimes even hitting 6 figures a month, shrank by about 80% or more. Damn. Our Patreon, which was absolutely killing it for a year or two when we were doing uncensored, aka nude interviews with up-and-coming superstars like Kazumi and Sky Bree, fell off quite a bit with the launch of Plug Talk and a decreased interest in seeing us interview stars. In addition to that, you might recall that the channel took quite a hit when approximately 8 of our hosts left the platform in March of 2023. Although we've definitely largely recovered and managed to build up a very healthy roster of talent since then, that certainly took a toll on our business for a while as well. All that stuff hurt the business, but we were still solidly profitable. That is, until the last few months, where we experienced 2 major L's that we never could have seen coming. First, we lost the No Jumper Instagram. After almost 10 years of building it up and essentially no strikes on our account, we got taken down one day and we still have absolutely no idea why. We've had no luck getting it back despite being in contact with what seems like every Instagram recovery guy on the face of the planet. We were bringing in a very solid amount of cash monthly that was keeping us afloat via selling sponsored posts on the account, and that mostly vanished overnight. And while we've been growing the new No Jumper LA account up ever since and managing to sell sponsored collab posts using my Instagram and the No Jumper LA account, DM or email if interested, we aren't making anywhere near as much from Instagram now. Side note, if you're a Meta rep, please DM me. I would love to speak to anyone who could help with this. And second, in addition to that, we have been hit with a bullshit lawsuit from a former employee. Now, essentially everything in this lawsuit is completely fictional, and every lawyer that I've spoken to about it has described this as basically an extortion attempt, but it's still cost us a ton of money already, and it's expected to cost us many hundreds of thousands of dollars to see this through to completion. It's insane to me that a person that we did so much for can just invent some grievances out of thin air and cost us this much money as a result. This person has literally lost every single friend that he used to have when he worked at No Jumper. His streaming career has completely tanked, and he even got kicked off the podcast that he left No Jumper to start. But somehow, that's our reality, and we have to fight this rather than just give in to this piece of shit. So as a result of all these circumstances, we are making some changes. Over the last few months, we laid off multiple employees in an attempt to reduce our expenses as much as possible. We closed down our store on Melrose, and we're in the early stages of selling our current warehouse and moving into a smaller space. To be honest, aside from the layoffs, which sucked, I'm pretty happy about a lot of these changes. I've realized that I should have paid more attention to DJ Vlad and kept my overhead as low as possible, particularly in terms of staff and location. I'm confident that once we get the building sold, we'll be in a pretty solid financial position again as a business. Oh, and I also just want to note that I am talking about No Jumper as a business. I've got another business in the form of Plug Talk, and I've got a pretty decent investment portfolio on a personal level. I mean, shit, I'm not $2 million in debt, and I never had to file for bankruptcy like T-Rail.
Damn.
Why you gotta diss T-Rail like that? He's already got a disability.
Dog, he just like him and T-Rail, they
won't stop.
dislike each other so much. They should be going back and forth. But I mean, like I told you, Coles, like ever since
he explained like everything to the T.
Basically, exactly. So ever since he like started hiring so many, it didn't make any sense. Like, yeah, I heard like in the whole COVID situation, everybody views was like tripling and doubling and everything, and I just feel like he hired so once he lost like AD and T-Rail and them, he hired so many people that he was like, I'm gonna just weather the storm. I'm gonna just weather the storm, and he just couldn't. And on top of the, and on top
they
of the
did
lawsuits,
too much, man. He was trying to build like an organization, and like you said, the overhead was way too high. DJ Vlad and Egan Academics were talking, and they're like, you know, they'll set up an interview, and it'll be like them and one other person, or them and 2 other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like 15 or 10 people.
True.
And it feels like Adam having that giant building, he probably had a whole bunch of employees, and like Academics said, it seemed like every employee there just did one task.
True.
Instead of doing multiple things. And, you know, usually if you hire someone, you hire them to have multiple tasks. So it just seemed like very poor business management that really got him in this way. And, you know, seeing an unrealistic jump in the vid, than thinking that was going to last forever. That's, poor business planning all around.
Yeah, it definitely is. Then on top of that, I mean, he did buy the building. DJ Vlad did tell him like he should have financed it. That way he could have got out of this contract a lot easier. But yeah, now that you bought it, you stuck with it.
Now we're
and on top of that, you gotta find talent, because I mean, like you said, Yuri's out here trying to sue him, trying to say that basically he wasn't basically comfortable working at No Jumper. And I mean, if you really think about it, Yuri was the butt of all the jokes there. Like they had a whole joke about a whole like orange and tangerine. How they kept talking about how like he.
I know what you're talking about.
Remember the orange situation?
He liked the grapefruit.
Exactly, had the grapefruit and everything. They kept talking about that. It's so many situations where like they just tried Yuri. And like the fact that he is suing them, I mean, I am surprised by that. He was like out of everybody,
doesn't he need the money? Because like the next podcast he started, he already got kicked out of it.
Him and House Tone and everything. Yeah, he did get kicked out of that one. But remember, he was already doing a podcast with his girlfriend at the house. Where like it was tent talk or something like that. Like he had like he had like a green screen background and everything. Him and Riley. He has that whole podcast thing going on. He was doing that at the same time they was doing No Jumper.
Yeah, I remember.
But I mean, with this whole situation, it's just sad. Like, I don't know what Adam is gonna do. I mean, he does have the whole plug talk situation, but they do talk a lot about Lena and how like Lena's gonna like T-Rail talks about how Lena's gonna leave him and everything. Like he doesn't help her. Adam doesn't help with the kid. Like he's real disrespectful to Lena and how Lena's gonna leave. So if Lena leaves, I don't think he's gonna have plug talk. And they're saying like how
of course not.
Supposedly Lena makes more money than him.
I mean, he just wouldn't be a three-way party. It would just be one-on-one.
Like he doesn't need a lot of them. Like that whole Frost, what's the name? Frost, no, Almighty Suspect. He don't need Almighty Suspect.
He could have Suspect fill in.
He have Suspect as a fill in. I mean the Hellcat, the Hellcat dude, the Hellcat girl.
Is Suspect even still on the channel?
Yeah, he on all the time.
I don't really watch it anymore. Unless they're interviewing someone that I know.
I watch it all the time. I mean, you see Remo.
I'm surprised that Adam and Wax podcast does as good as it does. It's like a weekly show.
It's amazing.
Because it's crazy because it seems like Adam and Wack both, whenever they're like a topic on a post on Instagram, it's like in the comment section they get so much hate.
Of course.
Like everyone talks the most crap about Adam and Wack. And then it's like, but then they do a podcast together and it does crazy views because it's like, I guess people want to hear what they have to say.
They want to hate. I mean, because Wack 100 always has the news. He's always gossiping, always saying like, "Oh, this person got jumped. This person got jumped. This person got beat up. This person getting extorted." Or I heard this person
had to pay 20 bands to get their chain back.
Exactly. Or like, he's like, "Oh yeah, he ran down a Future in the airport and stuff like that." I mean, Wack 100 always has things to say and like
living that Suge Knight life.
Exactly. nothing sells like hate. If you hate, those get the most views. Like when we do the K-pop, we see the K-pop videos. You see the people that do the Blackpink videos. They do it regular. They get like 20K views. But when it's the K-pop views and like they hating on them, like this song sucks. It's repetitious. It's this song's horrible. And then like you see it, it has 200K views. And then you look at the comment boards, like it has over 300K comments.
That's how it goes sometimes.
And it's all hate comes like, "Oh, you hate Blackpink. You don't know what real music is. If you hate Blackpink so much, why do you do it?"
Some people like that's what happens with any post on Instagram. Like it's like a bait. Yeah. They do something that's controversial because they know that comments are gonna go.
That's what I feel like that's what Wack 100 do.
That's what No Jumper does a lot.
True.
And even Academics with a lot of his posts, he'll take a side where he knows like there's gonna be a million comments of people saying you're dead wrong, but you had 20,000 people tell him he's dead wrong. That's 20,000 comments.
That's how it works. And
he do a positive post, and there'll be like 500 comments of people that say they agree.
That's how the algorithm work. That's how the algorithm work. But I mean, at the same time, you can try I try to do a post, I try to do a thumbnail and a title, and I'll probably be like, I try to like barely stretch. Like we'll have a whole topic about here, and then like we'll mention T-Rail one time, and I'd be like, Adam hates T-Rail or something like that. Adam calls T-Rail broken. Like we only talked about T-Rail for like a split second, and like I'll do that, and somebody be like, oh, you clickbaiting, and then sometimes I tell like exactly what happened. They be like, you're clickbaiting. I'm like, fool, you say I'm clickbaiting. Anything I do, you say I'm clickbaiting. So it just doesn't matter anymore.
People say anything on the
People just be hating.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But y'all comment down below. Did y'all see No Jumper going broke? Did you see this happening? Do you think Adam is doing this for views? And before we move on, how do you feel about all these YouTubers now doing subscriptions now? Because you see Theory does it. You see Adam. You see that Whack 100 was talking to Adam saying I told you we should do subscription based. And you see DJ Academics does subscription based because he just dropped the video with Aiden Ross and 6ix9ine.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's really not anything new. I see a lot of YouTubers been doing it for years. What's nice is about YouTube is that they actually have memberships directly on YouTube now, where before like the memberships were on like Patreon. So people would have Patreons and they'd get all these extra people to support their channel with all their extra or videos that they didn't want to show the whole world. They'll put them on their Patreon and make money that way. So no, I'm not too surprised, but Adam said that he's already had a Patreon, but there is also people that have Patreons and then they still do YouTube memberships anyway.
True.
So you might as well double dip, because it's like some people don't want to go off of YouTube to another app. They're like, I just wanted, I'm already on YouTube, let me just get the membership on YouTube.
Pretty much.
You know what's the crazy thing about Patreon?
What?
Is that if someone gets a Patreon on their phone, it's like $2.50 more. And then if they do it on the computer, it's that less. Because Apple does like the Apple tax.
That's crazy.
For like charging it.
So basically you go on your computer and go on the website.
Yeah, if you're on a Patreon, go on your laptop and you'll get things cheaper.
Definitely.
And that's for anyone you support on YouTube. They got a Patreon. Just go on your laptop and you'll save a couple dollars from the Apple charge.
Exactly. And while you at it, make sure you check out our Patreon. What's the name of that Patreon again?
Crib Reactions. This is for our reaction channel on YouTube. Help us get to 15K subs on that channel. And we
get real crazy on that, man. Real explicit.
Sometimes this guy thinks that we have a Patreon for this channel and we don't. We have the ability to offer memberships. Comment down below if you want us to offer memberships. We were waiting for this channel to get a little bit bigger, and then we could start offering memberships, doing maybe like member-only live streams, or maybe member-only uncut videos, or something like that.
Uncut, behind the scenes,
uncensored.
We're gonna be doing
unhinged.
Horrible. But speaking of unhinged, man, this right here is unhinged to the fullest.
Alex Ovechkin breaks Wayne Gretzky's NHL all-time goals record. He's basically the LeBron of the NHL. He's been playing, for like 20-some years?
You know what's funny? LeBron got drafted in 2003 and he got drafted in 2004.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, he's like...
And LeBron's 40, he's 39.
Yep. So he's basically, showing that he has that same longevity. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's more impressive to have that, basically 20-year plus longevity in hockey or basketball?
In hockey.
Yeah, for sure. Because hockey, you take a pounding and it's legal to fight. So, you could imagine you're like an old man out there sports-wise. You're like 38. And then some like 25-year-old that's all full of piss and vinegar wants to fight you.
Facts.
You got to watch out. That's why there's goons. And usually the goons are like, you can't fight the captain. You fight me.
Shit, exactly.
That's why I protect my co-host.
Horrible, nah. But like my co-host,
I'm the goon.
Like my coach just said, man, Alex Ovechkin just broke the record. We got video here of the celebration. Basically,
he ain't no Sidney Crosby, baby.
Basically, when they went against the New York Islanders, even though they lost 4-1, he still scored the 1 point. He still scored the 1 point and scored the goal he needed to break the record. We're gonna play the celebration here. Then we gonna come back and let you know why Alex is not the GOAT.
Not the GOAT. But yeah, he definitely pulled a LeBron by losing in his record-setting performance.
Thank you so much. First of all, I wanted to say It's nice not to be at the Nassau Coliseum because I lost a lot of games there. Secondly, history of this organization from Mr. Torrey, Mr. Arbor. Got to sit with Brian Treche and Butch Goring today. Just such wonderful people. I wish the Islanders and the New York fans all the best, but we're here today to celebrate this guy here, number 8. I can tell you firsthand, I know how hard it is to get to 894. 895 is pretty special. My congratulations to not only Alex, his mom and dad, his family, his wife and kids. When I broke the record, my 2 kids were about the age of his boys, so it's kind of reminiscent for me, and I'm so happy that 2 of my boys are here tonight. But there's nothing better than the National Hockey League. They say records are made to be broken, but I'm not sure who's going to get more goals than that. It's the greatest game in the world. I want to congratulate every organization, the commissioner and the league, and to the referees who do such a great job. Our sport is so hard.
Everyone hates the refs in every sport.
Trust me, I was John McEnroe a lot when I played. But these guys do an incredible job. And thank you all so much. Alex, I said I'd be the first guy to shake your hand when you broke the record. And I wore this pin. And one last thing before Alex speaks. One of the great things about my setting the record, Colleen Howe bought my wife a beautiful gift and a wonderful note. And we know how the legacy of hockey passes down, but so does it with the families and the wives. So my wife has something very beautiful for his lovely wife that we want to pass on. But Mr. Leonis, congratulations. And when I set the record, they bought me a Rolls Royce. So you got your work cut out.
Gotta get him a Rolls.
Gotta get something better than that. But nah, man, Alex is a goat. Like my co-host said, man, drafted in 04. Unfortunately, I mean, he only won 1 Stanley Cup, but I mean, he did break through.
He's Mr. Longevity.
He's Mr. Longevity.
So he's basically like LeBron.
Yeah,
he hasn't won that many titles as the other goats of the league.
LeBron won 4,
but he's played 20.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah,
and
but the goats won 6.
True, and on top of that,
Tim Duncan and Kobe won 5.
Horrible, but I mean, he does have the record for the most power play goals and the most overtime goals. So I mean, I do got to give you that. And I mean, Gretzky broke this record. Had this retired back in like '99. So to be like 26, 27 years to break the record.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, that is definitely pretty cool.
Sometimes it's like, I wish it was 50 years. Horrible. That's when you know you really did something.
But that's true. And then on top of that, like watching this, you see how like they had everything already set up. They already had everything set up for this whole moment. I wonder how long they've been waiting for him. Like as soon as the season started, 'cause I know as soon as the season started, he was like 42 goals away.
LeBron, they had to watch when he was getting to 40,000 points. And even when he scored that turnaround jumper, they paused the game.
I give you that, but I mean, look how much they went out the hockey. Like they have it on the floor.
They got the old goat.
800. No, they have the goat there. They have 895. It's on the ice. Then on top of that, the mic that the Gretzky was talking on said 895 on it also. So they was already ready.
Yeah.
So like
for sure, yeah, they knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming, but how many But you didn't know what game it was coming on. So like every game you came there with it just ready. So Gretzky had to go to every game.
No, because in hockey most guys aren't scoring 5 points a game. If they're big, they're scoring 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
So once he got it within 5, you set up for like the next couple games.
Golly. What if you go like 3? So you have to go like you have to go to
and then he has like 6 games in a row where he scores 1 or none.
Horrible.
They're following him around for like 3 weeks.
What if Gretzky's probably not even a Capital fan?
Yeah. Well, I wonder, comment down below. We're not NHL super fans. We're just commenting on this greatness. And did he come before or after?
He had to be there. Yeah, I mean, pretty
was
sure he
that
had to
like
be there.
the next game after he broke it?
No, this is the game he broke it. He tied it, then he broke it.
Well,
so I mean, like, he probably got lucky and didn't have to wait that many games for Alex to break it. But
yeah, because he scores all the time.
But the simple fact that you make me he just tied he's close to tying the record, because I'm pretty sure like you don't know how many he may score 2 goals that game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
So,
once he gets within 10, you start looking about setting up and following him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so then maybe when it gets down to 5, he needs 5 more goals. You start following him.
Like, I know with basketball, you doing like what 2? You doing like 3 to 4 games maybe a week. 3. Wait, I say.
Well, 3. Yeah, because you imagine, because what if someone's 5 points away? And like, oh, he averages 30. He's definitely getting that next game.
But if he doesn't,
but you're like the game before, he was like 35 points away. So you're like, oh, is he gonna go big this game and get it, or is it gonna be a regular game? And is he gonna be a little bit below?
True.
So you got to set up for both games.
That's just hard.
But that's just how it goes.
That's just how. I mean, it sucks. Oh, that definitely.
But shout out Sidney Crosby, the real goat of all goats
Lord.
From the Pittsburgh Penguins. He's still playing. I don't know if he's scored as many goals, but he does have 3 championships, 3 Stanley Cups, compared to Alex's 1. So in typical LeBron fashion, he's not winning it all, baby.
Let me see.
Not all the time.
How many goals Sidney Crosby made? Sidney Crosby has scored 622 goals in NHL career.
Yeah, I think he was injured a couple years.
Yeah, he was injured. Let me see.
622 is still a lot.
How old is he?
Sidney, he's got to be like 37.
Sidney Crosby.
Yeah. CR.
He is 38. 30. He's right, 37. So he's 2 years younger. So if I had to give it to him,
is he gonna get that many goals in 2 years? I don't know. Comment down below. Do you think Crosby's gonna catch and surpass Ovechkin? Is he gonna play longer than Ovechkin? Is Ovechkin retiring after this season? Does he plan to play more? Update us.
Where is that? Crosby has collected his most goals in the season. 51 was his most. So let me see. Goals. So here it goes. This season, last season. This go up. Let me go. What is this? What is it going?
The year on the right.
Okay. Oh yeah. So with this with 20, he did 31 goals. 31, 42 last year. 33. So yeah, he ain't gonna make. He like what 200.
He had like 6 something, and he's averaging what, like around 30.
30.
Yeah, so that might take him a while.
He ain't making that. Yeah, 622.
He's getting a lot of hockey assists. He's a team player. And
that's like 70. He has to do, if he does 30, that's like
we'll
7 seasons.
We'll see how Sidney does, but it doesn't matter. He already won 3 chips.
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame regardless. So I mean, hey,
he's a Hall of Famer for sure.
He definitely is a Hall of Famer.
And he's a legend. He played for the Penguins the whole time.
True. I give you. I mean, Crosby paid for the Capitals the whole time.
Well, that's what I was saying. Ovechkin.
Mm-hmm.
Ovechkin, has played for the Capitals the whole time. Yeah, it's funny that. Comment down below if you're a fan of hockey, and what team that you like, because they have teams all over. They're mainly in the North, but they even have a team in Dallas, the Dallas Stars, I think.
Mm-hmm. I know Florida has a team. We got the Panthers.
Yeah, so they in the LA Kings.
Mm-hmm. LA Kings, and you have the Vegas Knights. Is it Vegas Knights? That's who the Capitol beat. They ended up winning the Stanley Cup in 18.
Hockey brings me back when I used to hang out with
Vegas Knights,
with my cousins from up north, because they would always have the latest NHL game.
Mm-hmm.
So I would play them in it, and I'd always try to get it to initiate the fight.
Oh Lord!
So we could do like the fight on the ice. And but those old NHL games were pretty fun.
Definitely was.
They're like FIFA, but where you could hit people when it wasn't a red card.
Definitely. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole record-setting moment. Did you think it was ever gonna happen? And where do you rank Alex in your all-time great NHL players? Is he in top 3?
Probably top 5. Top five. But let's go ahead and check out the NCAA Final Four champions. Shout out to the Florida Gators for getting it done. They shocked the world after being down. They did the ultimate comeback against Houston and showed them that gators do bite.
Gator bait, baby. Gator bait. You didn't know, 63-65, man. The Gators beat Houston, man. Houston thought they had it on lock. They was locking down what's his name? Clayton Jr. Clayton only scored 11 points, 1 for 7 for the 3-pointer, man. Had them locked down, but hey, it don't matter. Everybody else stepped up on the Gators. That's what made this championship game and this run amazing. I mean, how you feel about this? Before we show you the video and the celebrations and the female part, who won the national championship for the female part, how you feel about the men's part overall? How you feel about the Final Four and everything? March Madness?
Yeah, March Madness is cool. Some years I pay attention to it more than others. Depends on what NBA prospects are in there. If they got a bunch of them, then I might check it out. Sometimes I check out a lot of the rounds. Sometimes I really check out only the Final Four, and that ended up happening with me this year. I really saw glimpses of a couple games early on, but then I saw the Final Four games and the national championship. But man, it was an ugly game. The Florida versus Houston game was one of the ugliest games I've ever seen. There was long stretches where dudes were just like launching threes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they weren't hitting anything, straight air balls, or they were hitting the side of the backboard or hitting the backboard so hard that I thought they literally might break the glass. Like, it was crazy. It looked like an AAU game where every kid thought that they were Steph Curry and they were just ready to launch.
Exactly. That's what I told you. Like, it was just embarrassing. Looking at the scoreboard on the Houston side. Brick City. The highest person, it was LJ Cryer. He had 19 points. He had the highest points for the Houston. Then the second highest scoring person for Houston was basically E Sharp, and he had 8 points.
Oh, wow.
And you can't win. Like, I mean, the 63-65, you can tell, like, this is a horrible shooting game, a defensive game. But, like, you can't win. You can't win doing that. I mean, you see people on the Gator side. It was a couple people that had more than 15 points. They was out there shooting. Yeah, Clayton Jr. didn't score that much, but I mean, he didn't have to score.
Well, really, what happened is he was helping break down the defense because he was getting double teamed a lot, so he was able to find the open guy or the guy in the middle that could then make a play, playing kind of 4-on-3, and getting the team a good look. But I got to give big kudos for Florida keeping their composure, because Houston really plays like, if you don't know, from a few years back when the Memphis Grizzlies were called the Grindhouse, with Tony Allen and Zach Randolph and Mike Conley and all those guys. That this is definitely the way that Houston play. They like to play an ugly game. They basically like to play football, basketball.
Basically.
And, it's not a lot of 3-pointers. It's like, if you had a whole bunch of Dennis Rodmans on one team. Houston was one of the older teams in the tournament. They had a few guys that were 6-year, 7-year senior because of injuries or COVID or, being out for the vid and being a red shirt. So it was big kudos to Florida for keeping their composure the whole time and handling that pressure.
Because they're seniors. It was like, Clayton's a senior. Richards is a senior, number 15. He's a senior also. So, I mean, they got a lot
They had their own veteran presence.
They had a whole lot of veteran presence, and a lot of their team members actually stayed on the team. Because you see how it is in college anything. As soon as the season over with, they leaving. If they don't like the team, they don't like the coach.
Transfer portal, I'm gone.
Exactly.
It's hard to build a team.
It's definitely hard to build a team. But we got a video.
I want more money. You're not giving me enough for my NIL. You're paying me $20K. I need 100 bands.
Exactly. But we got a video right here, basically them at the Riverwalk celebrating in San Antonio, man. And also we basically got the women's in the UConn Huskies, man. They did amazing, man. Shout out to Paige.
I have one thing to say. Game boy, stay hot.
UConn.
Number 12. The 6 for the men, 6 for women.
Break it down. One time.
Let's go. All right. Subscribe.
UConn beats South Carolina in national championship game. Paige does it. She comes back. She had the year after her injury where she worked herself back, but she's finally able to get it done this year. A lot of people thought that they wanted to see the rematch because I think the year before she beat Juju in the tournament, and they thought Juju might get her get back, but Juju unfortunately tore her ACL or MCL.
Yep.
And so she was out. They did they did play them correct on their way to their national championship, but they smoked them because they didn't have Paige, right?
They didn't have Juju. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It looks
Sorry,
like
Juju.
Yeah, it looks like here, man, the UConn Huskies was a team on a mission, man. You already knew it. As soon as I did my research, as soon as I saw the game, if you didn't remember them versus Arkansas State, man, they beat them bad, 103-34, and that was like towards like the last month before the March Madness. So you already know once it gets that month before the playoffs or anything, that's when teams start to turn it on to get real serious. So doing that, it meaning UConn, man, business, and they did exactly that, man. From the Sweet 16 all the way to the title, man, they spanked Oklahoma, spanked USC, spanked UCLA, then they spanked the champions Gamecocks, man. I didn't even see that.
Not the Gamecocks.
Yeah, I didn't see I didn't see them doing them that bad. 82-59. I
They
thought
spanked them. They was straight belt to booty.
straight built to booty, man. Everybody was on fire, man. Paige didn't have to do it on her own. All the other players basically collecting. Every time they were throwing up shots, they was making it. They weren't missing anything.
From what I was seeing is like watching, because I watched the game. It seemed like they were really focusing on Paige, and like they were able to catch like the bigs cut into the basket. That she was that they were getting the power forward in their center, all kinds of open looks, and they just basically killed him in the paint.
So you think that was the difference between them playing Paige and them playing Caitlin Clark? Like Caitlin, like these all on Caitlin, so she couldn't do anything, and I guess her team didn't step up and help her win the game. But this time, like the rest of the Huskies, like they stepped up.
Yeah, her whole team stepped up. It was a great team effort. Paige still had a decent amount of points. How many did she have?
I think she had like 15. Yeah. I forgot. I gotta check it out. I mean, she scored.
I forget off the top of my head, but yeah, she had a decent amount. I think between 15 and 20. But I can't wait to see her in the WNBA. I think, and y'all can hate me in the comments below, but I'm already putting my flag. I am Team Paige. I think she's gonna be better than Caitlin Clark. I think she can shoot better than Caitlin Clark.
She has 17.
17.
Yeah.
17 is decent. And how many assists?
3. She 17 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. But if you see Strong, S Strong, and also what's name had 24 points. So I mean they did that too. And they had one person had 9. So and also they had that freshman, the freshman girl, Strong, she balled out. So I mean, the whole team stepped up. It was a whole team effort. Like I said, like as soon as the March Madness was about to start, the whole team turned the switch on. It was automatic.
Was Maya Moore the girl that retired early and got the dude out of jail?
Yeah, Maya Moore used.
She went to UConn too, right?
Yep.
She was a UConn legend. So UConn's done really good in women's basketball. They're actually even more. Hard to believe it, but they're actually more famous than the Gamecocks.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, they definitely are more famous. I mean, but I mean, you know,
even though the Gamecocks have been killing it, for the past decade.
Yeah, they known for having they had what's her name that just got a statue. She plays for the Las Vegas Aces. I can't remember off the top of my head.
What, Asia Wilson?
Asia Wilson, yeah,
She played there.
She played at South Carolina.
And then also, what's her name? Caitlin Clark's teammate, the girl who plays center.
Boston.
No,
Aaliyah. What's it? Boston. It's Caitlin Clark's in it.
Oh, not on Caitlin Clark's, on Angel Reese's team.
Oh, Camila Cardoza.
Yeah,
Cardoza. Yeah,
Cardoza was a Gamecock.
Yeah, she was playing. Yeah, she was a Gamecock also.
So they've had a lot of big time. The D Henny was a Gamecock.
Yep, she was too.
So
they basically had a squad. I mean, next year, I mean, I can see them basically doing something. I mean, I really want to say next year, I want to see LSU win.
What if Paige goes to the Indiana Fever, and her and Caitlin Clark are just launching threes every game?
That'd be hilarious.
Or what if she goes to the Chicago Sky and teams up with Angel Reese And Angel Reese is like, I got my shooter now.
You know
I got my shooter.
Now you know Dallas is not gonna let that happen. She's gonna be right there with Enrique, and Enrique is way more athletic than Caitlin Clark, and she chucks more threes. So I mean,
You think she's better?
Who better than Caitlin Clark?
Yep.
Yeah, of course. Comment down below if my co-host is smoking that good Zaza. If you want his plug number, because ain't no way. But I mean, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about the whole March Madness. Did it live up to expectations? Do you think Paige just solidified herself as the #1 draft pick? And also, how come she not getting as much hype as Caitlin Clark did? Is it because there's no racism?
Who, Paige?
Yeah.
Paige has got a lot of hype.
No, but not as much as Caitlin. I think Caitlin had hype, but then she had the racism on top of that.
Because Caitlin was in Indiana, so she was putting on there.
Exactly, putting on for Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that.
Indiana loves basketball, so I don't know. I think she just caught the internet at the right time.
Definitely. But speaking of catching
internet, catch your window.
Speaking of catching your window, man, looks like this one lost his chance.
Oh, Nuggets have reportedly fired head coach Mike Malone after 10 seasons. Nuggets are currently 4th in the West with a 47-32 record. This is even more shocking because the Denver Nuggets and Mike Malone won a championship just a couple years ago.
Facts.
And they basically kept their whole roster together besides Kentavious Caldwell-Pope because he was basically the odd man out. And they couldn't afford him on the roster, so they believed in their youth movement with Christian Braun, and ended up signing Russell Westbrook. But allegedly, this goes deeper than that. It looks like that Mike Malone was actually into it with the GM because there was another young player, and he thought that he should be getting more minutes than Russell Westbrook. So it was a difference of opinion, but I think when you win a championship as a team, I mean, for your franchise and you're a head coach, especially if you're in a franchise that has like 1 or none championships or just a couple within 5 and you get them another one, you at least get the opportunity to keep your job for 5 years. Sure. But it doesn't seem like that's the case nowadays. Coaches will win a championship 1 year, and then 2 years, a year and a half later, they get fired. We've even seen coaches like Dwayne Casey win Coach of the Year and get fired in that offseason.
Exactly.
So, like, literally no coach is safe. Even Frank Vogel with the Lakers got them a championship in the bubble, and I think it was a season and a half later, they didn't like where they were doing, and I think LeBron got him the F out of there. So it's crazy. A lot of people are wondering this. Is this coming from the Joker? Is this coming from Murray? So a lot of questions in the air. And now that Luka has a relationship with Joker and, LeBron's aging out, a lot of people are wondering that when Jokic's contract is up, is he headed to the Lakers to join up with Luka and, join the international super squad?
The international. I told you the white boys out here saving the league, co-host.
Could you imagine what Reeves, Connect, Luka, and Joker?
Oh my God!
All they need is Kevin Love.
It's hard.
The Love Doctor.
They get Hartenstein.
Oh yeah. No, they don't need Hartenstein. Hartenstein sucks.
Nah, they get Hartenstein. They'll get somebody to watch. But I mean,
they're getting Plumlee.
All right, but so yeah, like my co-host said, Mike Malone, 10 years with the Denver Nuggets. He just won a championship. I mean, he joins the list of other coaches like Nick Nurse, Frank Vogel, and Mike Budenholzer.
Budenholzer.
Basically getting fired after winning the championship. I mean, this is just sad. This is just a sad situation. It doesn't make any sense, especially like the playoffs are just a week or two away.
Like literally, depending on how many games you have left, it's a week to a week and a half away that we're going to be jumping into the play-in if you're a play-in team, and then the playoffs. Why would you fire your coach? And it's not like, oh, they're in the play-in and they're like barely hanging on.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it,
they literally could still get home court advantage. And you would think Joker with home court advantage with his championship coach that they would maybe like give it a shot, that they could do something. They get the right team, the right road in the playoffs. They can maybe win another chip. But to literally fire the guy that got you to a championship and has been leading you for the past couple of years, that's why they think that they're giving up. And that's why they think there's a window for Joker to get out and say that he's, done with Denver.
Exactly, but I mean, right now the Nuggets record is 47-32, and since All-Star break, they're 11-13. So the defense is trash. It's times where like
They're
Joker,
limping to the end of the season.
exactly. It's times where like Joker's out there calling them out. Jamar Murray can't finish the season. I mean, right? Injury prone. Right now, he's already missed five. He already missed 5 games for hamstring injury. Last year he did 59 games. He played 59 games. This year he's right at 65. So I give him. He may play 66 games. Maybe play like 1 or 2 more games this season. I doubt that. Maybe just 1 before the playoffs start. Yeah. But I mean the Nuggets are basically tied. If they lose any more games, because they play the Kings, they have to play the Kings, and they have to play the Grizzlies. If they lose, and the Grizzlies are basically like the 8th or 9th seed right there too. So if they lose against the Grizzlies, they could be a playoff. They could be a play-in team also.
It's so close in the West, coming down to the
Except
wire.
for the Lakers. Lakers on the scene.
That if you go on a losing streak, you could literally go to like 3-7 or 3-8.
Exactly.
That's how close it is. All these teams are within a game and a half, 2 games of each other. The lucky thing is that the Lakers actually have the tiebreakers for most of the teams that they're competing with in the 3 through 7 spot. So they actually have like even an extra game on top of like the game and a half that they have a lead on everyone else. So hopefully the Lakers can sure it up. They're playing Dallas. I hope Luka kills them. This podcast will probably be coming out a little bit before the game starts, so we won't get to see it yet. But I hope Luka drops 45 and everyone's wearing a Luka jersey in the Dallas crowd, and it feels like a Laker home game, even though it's in Dallas. So I wonder if Nico's gonna show his face, or if he's gonna hide like the coward dog he is. But let's go ahead and play this clip so we could show you what's going on with Mike Malone.
Exactly.
Pride. I didn't think we played with any pride tonight.
I feel like they took that.
I really care. It's not my job to evaluate how they take things. My job is to be honest, and sometimes brutally honest. And tonight, it was a brutally honest message. And the guys that are full of shit won't hear it. They'll say coach is tripping. And the guys that maybe do really care will, because they're not going to go back and watch their minutes, because nobody watches their minutes. Nobody watches film. So we'll have to show them the film. And I said, if somebody disagrees with me, please speak up. And nobody said a word.
Hey, Mike, we brought you here to inform you that
You're fired, Mike. Get out of here.
Murray.
What? You were taking forever. Go on, Mike. Get.
You ungrateful glaze guzzlers. I brought a championship to Denver.
Yep, and here's a watch for your trouble. And also a middle finger, just cuz.
You'll regret this. My phone's gonna be ringing off the hook with job offers. Told ya. Hello? Hey, Mike. Wanted to see if you'd want to come coach the Lakers. Oh, hell yeah. Well, too bad, Queermo. Yeah, you're fired. Can't get hired. Might as well retire. Lakers in 5.
I mean,
they retired.
This is really setting up the way that he's fired. The Grizzlies coach is fired. It's really setting up that the Lakers have a very high chance of winning the whole thing.
That's why
Jimmy Butler's out here doesn't know how to score. He's just passing. Like watching Jimmy Butler play with the Warriors pisses me off. To watch him, it's like to watch him play and to know that he's not gonna do anything to the fourth quarter. Like he's like
playoff Jimmy, man. He shows up in the playoffs.
That's just horrible.
Starts hitting his mid range, starts hitting his threes.
Nah, but actually looking at the roster for the Nuggets, who do you think the coach is talking about that is just basically just saying like, oh, that's just the coach, he just tripping?
Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. 100%.
You think it's those two?
Usual suspects.
I would think it was somebody that was like newer to the team. I wouldn't think it was somebody that's like used to the team. Like
Watson kid too, probably not listening. DeAndre Jordan not listening. Pickett.
Yeah, Pickett's
Zeke.
not listening.
Yeah, that Peyton Washington. Those other guys don't play. They don't matter.
Exactly. I can see those people too. Yeah, I can see those exact same people saying coach is tripping. But I mean, them just being mad because like a lot of people were saying like he just the way that Mike Malone coaches too hard. But I mean, it could be worse.
Soft.
You could be wasn't that Doc Rivers, the coach in New York? At least he's not working you to the bone like the coach in New York. Tom Thibodeau making you play like 40 minutes.
Tom Thibodeau literally runs great teams into the ground. He literally was playing like Derrick Rose, like dang near like 40 minutes a game, and then he tore his ACL.
Exactly.
And it's like, that's because like you basically don't play your bench. You don't trust your bench. You trust 5 guys and 2 guys a little bit, and that's about it.
How do you feel? Okay, before we move on, how do you feel about coaches and not trusting rookies? You hear like Michael Malone doesn't trust rookies. You hear LeBron James doesn't even care about having the draft pick. He's like, I don't want a rookie. Give me somebody that's already proven.
Yeah, like when he went to Cleveland and he got rid of Andrew Wiggins.
Mm-hmm.
Because they traded him for Kevin Love because like we need to win now. I mean, I kind of understand it. You want a guy that's been there before, especially if you're trying to win a championship that year. But I think if you're a team that's maybe a couple years away and you get a young player and they're ready for it, I feel like there's nothing wrong with playing a rookie.
True.
I actually get mad at the Lakers and JJ Redick for not playing Dalton Connect more. He's a rookie, and I know sometimes he messes up on defense, but he does try hard. But he absolutely kills it on offense by attacking the rim, and he's shooting an ungodly percentage from 3-point, way better than most, pretty much the rest of the rookies in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So I get mad whenever he gets like maybe 7 minutes in a game, or he gets a DNP, because to me, I'm thinking like Connect should be getting 20 minutes a night. And, I definitely was thinking that he should be getting more minutes, and Finley Smith should get less minutes. And then out of nowhere, Finley Smith just start playing the best defense he's played and starts hitting all his threes. So if Finley Smith's going to play like that, there may not be a lot of minutes for Connect. But yeah, I definitely see what you mean there. Popovich was definitely like that for the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
He would really hate to play rookies. Like, you would really have to prove yourself in the limited times he gave you chances to even try to get a substantial role.
Exactly. But like, once again, comment down how you feel about the Nuggets. Did they just ruin their whole season? Will the Nuggets ever get back to the championship game? I doubt it. I think I really think Westbrook's gonna be, as soon as you found out that Westbrook is one of the problems,
cancer.
He's gone.
Yeah, he'll be on his
He's gonna be on another
10th team in 10 years,
basically. But speaking of 10th team in 10 years, this next topic right here, maybe looking for a new team shortly.
Ja Morant is still staying on the bad side of the NBA. NBA fines Ja Morant $75,000 for inappropriate gestures on the court. They're investigating him because he made the double pistol fingers at the Golden State Warriors. And then recently today, I don't know, we probably don't have the footage of that, but he started he's like, you don't like guns? We're doing the grenade celebration.
Oh, Lord.
That's I'm pulling the pin out with my teeth. Grenade.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just horrible. It's getting real deep in with this whole situation with Ja Morant. We're going to play the video. Then we're going to come back and let you know what other rules Ja's trying to break.
Some form of gesture there. You can make that what you want. And then Buddy Hield kind of responded.
Then stop.
You can't be finger banging each other during the game.
Buddy finger banged me first. What was I supposed to do, Adam?
You're supposed to walk away.
I can't let another man finger bang me and not finger bang him back.
You're both in serious trouble.
For what? It's nothing. I can finger bang him all day and everything is fine. Bang, bang, bang. Hey, you can't finger bang me without getting finger banged back. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
Hey, you two stop finger banging each other right now.
Bang, bang, bang.
Hey, you can't finger bang me and get away with it. Bang, bang, bang.
I heard there were a bunch of guys finger banging in here.
Oh, my God. Why did you have to come in at the end of that video, Coach?
Hey, horrible. The following was released. So it looks like, Ja Morant was fined $75K. Now, it was funny about this. He was fined $75K for that. And on top of that, he was fined $4K because he received the technical for it. And Buddy Hield received the technical, but he was only charged $2,000. So, I mean, they did technically try to charge him. I mean, this whole week alone with this and on top of that with the Heat situation, Ja Morant's been fined a total of $83,000 in basically 1 week alone.
He's not learning, man. It's like the same issues, and people are like, oh, they're picking on Ja. They gave this guy a much lower fine, or they didn't fine this guy at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they don't have a prior history. I don't know anyone else in the NBA that got into a beef on court and then had their friends shoot, lasers from pistols on the opposing team's bus
at the Pacers game,
trying to scare the players.
True.
So I mean, that's some Gilbert Arenas stuff. I think the only reason he didn't get like suspended for the whole rest of the year was that he didn't personally do it. It was his entourage.
True.
Because if they would have had him on video that he was the one, going city to city with a firearm and pointing the laser on people, he would have been like done. He would have been 100% done.
Yeah, he definitely would have been 100% done. I mean, like my coach said, this isn't Ja Morant's first time. I mean, he just got finished doing 33 games. Basically, he got suspended for these 33 games in the 2023 season. So, I mean,
what was that for exactly?
With the whole gun situation. First, he got suspended.
Oh, because he got in a fight with that kid on the basketball court and then pulled a pistol on him?
It was that, and then on top of that, he had the whole gun in the strip club. Then on top of that, he had the gun. He
on Instagram Live.
Then the video we just showed in the car with his friends, he showed the gun again. So they just got tired of it, and it looks like here. I mean, Ja Morant's Ja did make a statement saying like, "I'm everything I do, y'all gonna make me the villain. Y'all gonna make me the villain. So I might as well just basically embrace." He's basically on this embracing the role type of thing. Like he said, "F it, he don't care no more. He just gonna live life. He don't care what."
People are making fun of it, man, because it's like they're like, "Ja, you're not like that." They're calling him Clarence from 8 Mile.
Yeah.
And saying like, "What are you trying to do out here?" And they're like, "He wants to get kicked out of the league so bad."
You got a whole father that come to your games, but I mean, I do understand how he feels. I mean, if you saying I can't show any gun, like I can't do no finger banging, but at the same time,
well, he's finger banging me.
Exactly, but at the same time, you got what they said. Scottie Pippen Jr. is doing it. Desmond Bane's doing it. Michael Bridges doing it. LeBron's doing it. Dalton Connects do it.
Like, I mean, I feel like you should definitely be allowed to do your celebration. I think like 3 fingers to the air, 3 fingers to the air, 3 fingers outright. But when John Wick, as you can see in this picture in the circle, when he's doing a full-on Max Payne, that's where we got to draw a line.
What if you do the rocket launcher?
You got to tell him it's a bow and arrow. I'm going to be like, I lied. It was a rocket.
Cha. All right. Well, I mean, yeah.
Next thing you know, he's going to do the nuclear codes. He's going to put in the key, type in the code, and then...
True. I mean, but in Memphis isn't doing good right now. They just let go of their coach, Tyler Jenkins.
Well, that's the same thing, too. The Memphis wasn't even doing that bad. They're still... they are kind of battling right now to be out of the play-in and be one of the top 6 teams. So they're right in the thick of it.
They're the 8th seed right now with 46-32.
And then you fire your coach, 2-3 weeks before playoffs. I don't know. Like, if you're that close to playoffs, you just ride out with what you got.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you get knocked out in the first or second round or in the play-in, like, okay, it's just time to move on. We can fire this guy in the offseason and start fresh. But it's just so crazy to me to try to start fresh a week before the playoffs. Like, to me, it's like sabotage.
But I'm like, yeah, it is definitely like sabotage. It's basically saying like, we don't have a chance of winning the title. I already know that, so we might as well get started early and get and start seeing what coaches will be best in the situation. Because I mean, them basically firing their coach right now. I mean, it's just them firing their coach right now. Then on top of that, them signing Smart and Marcus Smart not doing what he's supposed to do. The whole reason Smart was supposed to be there was to keep Ja out of trouble. Like,
he's joining into trouble.
I don't think he's joining. I don't even see Marcus Smart.
No, I don't know if he's been injured or what, but he doesn't play.
Exactly. And then on top of that, y'all got rid of Adams. Y'all also got rid of Dylan Brooks. And I really feel like Dylan Brooks was the whole reason why.
Oh, they lost in the playoffs when they thought that they were going all the way. And they try to put the blame on Dylan Brooks. Like, you know how Golden State says, we would win a couple more championships if it wasn't for Draymond's antics.
Yeah.
They try to say, like, we would have got to the finals that year if it wasn't for Dylan Brooks' antics.
Mm.
So when he had a contract renewal, they're like, yeah, you think you're worth, like, kind of mid-level range, a medium contract. And like, we're offering you like a lower level contract. So he's like, oh, hell no. Yeah. And he went straight to the Rockets. And I thought it was wild that the Rockets were going to offer him that much money.
Yeah.
And I thought he would be a bust there. But with Udoka turning the team around, he's found a solid role on that team. And he's like, their enforcer. He's their PJ Tucker.
Basically. He basically is that PJ Tucker. But I mean, we gonna let y'all know about this whole Grizzly situation. Nothing in Memphis looks good. I mean, they have Jared. What happened?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but they had their player break his hand today. The one that got flipped. Yeah, and he had been playing really well. So there's another blow to the Grizzlies. They're gonna, that guy was definitely gonna be in their playoff rotation, and now they're gonna have to, someone else is gonna have to step up.
That's what I said, man. It's looking more and more like a Lakers championship game, and y'all finna blame. Like, only reason the Lakers won is because all the coaches got fired and everybody's injured.
That's why Gilbert, whenever they said the Nuggets fired their coach, he came in with like a cigar and everything. He's like, the Nuggets were the only team that I was worried about in the West, and now that they fired their coach, we're going to the finals, baby.
Right.
He's like, I'm already popping finals bottles.
We just need somebody to take out OKC. If somebody take out OKC and just get them
the
tired.
Lakers have no problem against OKC. They will whoop them. I think it'll be a 4-1 playoff series. At the worst, 4-2. Yeah, because
Lakers in 5.
Yeah, I think Lakers in 5. I think they'll gentlemen sweep them. Because, I mean, they absolutely owned OKC. They lost today because that ref got crazy and threw Luka out for no reason. The Lakers were winning until they threw Luka out. So Austin Reeves is taken to the next level. We know what playoff Luka is. Playoff Luka has the best playoff numbers of any NBA player in NBA history. And then you got, Baby Goat, the second greatest basketball player to ever lace him up, LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
Still it could give you some flashes in the pan from his goatness.
And AR-15.
That's what I was saying, and Austin Reeves. And plus, Hachimura didn't play tonight because they were saving him for the Dallas game because they know Dallas has a lot of bigs. So he'll be ready to play. So Hachimura has also been playing extremely well. Vanderbilt sucks. He might not be in the playoff rotation.
He's his defense.
Let Connect learn. Throw Connect out there. Give him Vandy's minutes.
True.
But it's a lot of interesting stuff. We will bring you your NBA playoff coverage as that comes down. But shout out to the new music. Shout out to Gundam
0083.
You ever seen that show?
Wing Zero, yeah.
0083?
Mm-hmm. Was that a movie?
It's not Gundam Wing. Gundam 0083 is its own show. It's a Gundam show.
Yeah.
Okay. It's awesome. So comment down below if you know what that is, or Gundam War in Pocket. But yeah, comment down below.
Exactly. And we're gonna talk about, and thank y'all for checking out TFTC Music Mix number 5, man. I stay adding songs on there.
OJ the Juice.
I went OJ the Juice, man, crazy.
Who's doing it? Cyber. I thought he was saying Cypher. No, it says Cybertruck.
Horrible. Exactly. The Cybertruck with Trap Dicky, man. Him and Trap Dicky been dropping a lot of songs together. He's from North Carolina, South Carolina, Trap Dicky. But definitely make sure y'all check out TFTC Mix number 5. We also got that new Sexy Red on there, the Oochie Coochie.
Shout out to Oochie Coochie.
Hey.
But yeah, check out all the other music that just recently dropped. We're going to go over our picks of the week in just a second. But a whole bunch of projects. He dropped an album, World War III. I don't know, is that on YouTube or on his website? It didn't drop. No. Comment down below if that dropped. Sheck West and Travis Scott, Lucky, Rod Wave, Shoreline Mafia dropped an album. Big X The Plug, Jello, Law and Order, that was a great song. D Savage, Hot Boy, Low Pump.
Would you be surprised if Jello did a song with Youngboy?
No, he said he's a fan of his.
So
you
really
I don't know.
Surprised?
Well, it's not going on my playlist. I don't listen to artists that paint their fingernails and that are gonna die soon. So.
Oh, sorry, Playboy Cardi. But moving on, we got my pick of the week, man. We got Bloodhound. Bloodhound just dropped his new album, man. Fire. 14 tracks. Long live my brother. He probably killed your brother. Now, I mean, Bloodhound is a new artist that I've been listening to. I like Bloodhound, Little Jeff. Von off 17 is fire. You showed me a lot of Big Op songs. When I was in the barbershop, I heard
Scrooly G.
Scrooly G. They talked about him a lot.
Yeah, they're like the new young guys out of Chicago. They're linking up with Big Op and G Herbo. That's
He
G
did a
Herb.
song with CEO Little Charlie. I mess with him.
Oh yeah, that Trey Lee.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's I definitely gotta check that. I got this added to my Apple Music, but I haven't listened to it all the way through yet. but it's definitely going to have some hits. He's got some big names from Chicago on that list, so we'll see with that. And it's crazy how that tagline is taking off. A lot of people want to know, where'd that come from? And it's like, what do you mean where it come from? My brother passed away, and he probably killed your big brother.
That's funny.
But
that's a catchy title. I got to give him that.
But that's that Chicago stuff, remembering your fallen troops. But speaking of more Chicago music, this is a full Chicago pick of the week. We got G Herbo, greatest rapper alive. I think this was on his app, but this is him remixing a bunch of the old songs. He did a bunch of Wayne beats, all kinds of classics. It's really good. You can listen to it.
Definitely is.
And then we got Johnny Make Cash, R.I.P. Johnny Make Cash, but his homie Pelarax did some songs. I don't know if they were, there's some just Johnny Make Cash songs and some with Pel, so I don't know if Pel filled in the parts of maybe some unfinished songs on a handful of songs, but it's actually a great album. It's from Chop Squad. Shout out Young Chop and Chop Squad DJ. It's produced by them, so great music. And then I actually, while we were recording this, got the alert that G Herbo dropped Welcome to Phaserland like anniversary edition, but it seems like new songs, so I don't, because the mixtape was already on Apple Music and streaming services, so check that out. He's dropping music like crazy. He can't be stopped. But check us out on all the socials. Check us out on X, Papa Oblog, Felix Supreme 305. Like, comment, subscribe.
Hey.
Check us out everywhere that you are. We got our QR codes right here. The QR code for Crib Reactions, the QR code for Tales from the Crib on Instagram, and the QR code for TikTok, even though TikTok's probably going to be here like less than a month. And then it'll be bye-bye. They're going to bring Vine back.
Oh, Lord, not Vine. Please don't.
Well, let me go ahead and bring up some music so we can get out of here. And then we will see y'all next week.
But you already know what it is, man.
Wave goodbye, co-host.
Hey, arrivederci. Oh, some chicken Alfredo. Is it too late for chicken Alfredo?
We can get you some Alfredo, co-host.
Disgusting.
Don't you worry about that. But thanks for checking out episode 201 from Tales from the Crib. We got to get this guy his Alfredo sauce. It's Chico Grande Chico 2 times. Check out TFTC Music Mix number 5. It should be to the right. Click in the center to subscribe. And on the left, click our top suggested video based on what you watch. It'll give you the best podcast that you haven't seen there on the left. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Check out TFTC clips if you don't have time to watch the show. You can check out the clips from the week. Check out TFTC Gaming if you want to check us out. Pop it on the joysticks. And then check out Crib Reactions. Get us to 15K subs. Dropping all kinds of stuff. UK reactions, K-pop reactions, J-pop reactions, Jack Harlow reactions. All available there at Crib Reactions. So you rocking with us. We rocking with you. Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. Felix Supreme
305.
Peace.
We out.